Odinga, Kenya's opposition leader. In fact, we're very influential in Kenya. At 80 years, we're free. In Tienra, the supporters need be crowd there. Almost say we're wood there, but Ruto in the president of Kenya, Uncle Umfriso. Into my character say, Papa no, or to say, aha, ebia emphasis bia Dr. Baumia. Opposition leader are very strong. Ewo mind mo no. Obowa obiati asie. Okowu India. Nena me share sadie nase. And I've stated, say African leaders are making sure say omobeyi omo facility here. Amukwa abrochire na womo se womo kwa akohwe mu ayaresa. Say enye oye ono ani sika, I don't have a problem with that. So no ani sika and also be say $1 million ekra no de akwakosa no ho yade many problem. Nemum oye African leader na oyare na otam yen sika mom kohwe ho yare wo UK na ankoye kolebu. Se odi ufunu ba enye memobo. We African leader na okoshe ho abrochi o de Ghana sika ekoshe ho abrochire and ade a me campaign ni nyina difo NDC MPP mpanyfo ni nyina difo o ho ayese won kwa abro yesi ne doctor se ombra UK ne doctor se ombra South Africa ne doctor se onye sei ne de omman sika na no MPP fo ye bi no kujita black ko NDC fo no so ka NDC for nso by Speaker of Parliament ne ho kanko a yabo ne ho yare a yabo minor bo ye ma me Vice President nso ne ho ka on minor boy to make sure say it's not funny. Enti me nsempanyifo ne konom de Ghana sika ne aduomu funu ba enya me mobo Debbie because my catcher say omu nchen yen ya ye kokonfa noche ne ekowu no. Now, simple machines be create me a problem. 21st century. So we bush any call confirm not the doctors and any nurses and just to make sure say to be no my overwhelmed because and you're cranny ho. And you're many ho. And I make catch you be say uti kumase ni akraka krebia e yo say Ghana yenkoye nim o do onya time a eya tu kwan otra kumase ne tra akra kakra se wotra akra kakra na wo ba uche se ubehu se Ghana yenkoye nim but they be amanyofo no what they do is to paint a picture no we twa kakra won kran yen kwan kakra bi no overhead kakra bi kumase ne atwitwa rose kakra bi onkwa akire ho Otra santase kakra bia bo nse yenko ba bia Kumasia tra santase kakra bo nse se Ghana dede ne yeye utimi ko ba bi na eho na koko wa hata koko enso eho nyina atakwame light to cry a problem aduane papa ni ho galamsi ase no inso onom enye This is the realities in Ghana. Nti de bia me catch you say me a me metie me yare a adwuma behwe me busuafo me yire me ma adwuma behwe but it is not about me, it's about you. Me busani ba kokoda konfa nochi owie ye no ye ma no option say ye mfa ne nkoda normal ward na ana special ward. Special ward na me wia metia over 8,000. Me say emfa nkoto special ward. Because me call normal ward na ye ma menum ni ye system eda wo komfa noche na me wra ho. See hey. Just obia na mu o, obia nya obia o. Ni pada sani pa en say ase sebi ye moa. Me wo fa ba ku bia carbon no e wo fenso wa frim ofentwi at that time wo yerepa car bono and okoda offenso hospital now do hospital ho a baby amema da ehọ na mada baby amema da no ehọ na emma enso da Sanyoma we na I'm expecting sanke soriano pa ye de energy ebe ka ho asem wo man mu enye dabi debate ebe debate pa no eye daddy lumba na ne baye sei na ne yira koye sei na okofa sei obi abusu asem wo yetimi nya brain ya ka ho asem a waste time ne ye yare ye waste your time eye ye ho a na ye wie ene ukoto edro ukoto edro wo pharmacist ye bo edro ne bo a uyembe hyew and so me busa se obi ye teacher ni etua ne ka 2000 3000 na na busu ni yes won to edro ne bo ye 1005 na busu ni mu apaya ebede ne wanya seska no wa wutie me wonim dia making into yesoria no pa na wo se na Jantuah ye kekemu a it is because akwanya na yemu bia nya no we want you to also get same samanyo need to minya sika ko hospital adentina ni kwanza wo so nya hospital papa because etuo no yetua abrochire e wo se school near kwa public school e wosenka yenyina meme ye president a meshe mrama obia de ne mako aban school including my child e was kwa aban school MPs e was obia bako aban school ye ma unko international school enti se wo oferi krom die na oba no nsu kobi wewe so na oba ni kobi enti se wo ba no a wo ye MP anka kwenya wo ho anka betimi na ko international school but emra ne say fa wo ba no ko aban school na obehu de ekoso na no mikro mpachi na matu aban school a ewo ho 19 ho ahwan eno a yensesa ahwe classroom basa intafre nemu nkotre nemu baby wo kra wo nkra no baby omusua de wo kwa enwura mu nko na etwa ho ahia. Why is it okay? Adentina ye okay mpese busa adentina sanyoma we enkenya Ghana ni. Why? Ana sanyoma we enye Ghana ni but you waste time talking about things that are not relevant. Aden me pese busa. This we me monitor social media. That the luma yesi. And I'm saying, hey, enkrofo wo China omu de omu bre AI. Hwe de adwene ho. Ghana ye tam 2.4 billion ye de akokra emo, ye de akokra anwa, ye de akokra intos. Ye nka ho asem. O hospital nye ye nka ho asem. Enipa ni adwuma ye nka ho asem. Unemployment bebre ye nka ho asem. Na buy ni ye no mamu adwuma kakra no mamu 300 and 400 and 500 da. Ni aja tum say ya create jobs be 1 million. Etua mo kabuso me say 500 Ghana cedis. 500 Ghana cedis so 600 700. You fi why na be 10 months in muka and it's normal. Nurses for just say and nobody is concerned. Adentina aja tum say normal say president ya ready ayemfa no kwa abrochiri. Adentia mi busamo. Ade was say ajitum say speaker of parliament yaria na ya boka so nkwa abrochiri. Enti ye de ye 37 for any kolebu any comfort not in Agogo hospital no ye de enye nipa enye ne to abama wo mu. Why is it okay? Obisa for me busam. Why is it okay? Enra Joy FM for share dear Mahama ase on Galamsey. Me take care mo na me tie documentary no na me ho yira me. Enkra no ensu a yesi ye omu de bedware kra ye problem na omu chima mo fanchem omu chima ensuo a omudi be ebe hohoro mu hokra ebi ni ho na sa omu kan ensuo bi a omude omusa no mu dia ahohoro mu ensuo na mu sabi enka wom enka sa nsuo na bi no mu di dware ne aka so mfanya Awurade Nyankopɔn Jesus Christ afem mesi afem kan no na mintimi ntwi because me hye me baba ensuo pa wono odi dware edi dware ye de sabi ye de flash ayimpo no eni kra ye neat na obi a oye Ghana ni na onya nsuo kra na bosome so a odi aye ne ho ye enti oba ba ko say the water is dirty and Jesus Christ enti nsufina na emane sade ehohoro mu ho at that time enti nsuo na mu ye infected yeti ani e ka galamse nobody cared enti won say yare ni nyina se pia ko hospital na enkoyi no enti se panyin no onya kidney ni liver problem na ya de me ko South Africa can Foriata so nam o hwe no ho yare obey finance minister for 1 years o yare wonnam o hwe no ho yare wantena hawo owie no onnam make sure so person ho to no it was finance minister no this ikase mu ma ye comfort yie ye agugu yie KNS hospital ye ni yie se wuane na sefo na Jo Mahama hya ase a eka nwuram no e ba na ye wie ni nyina agenda 111 yi na yetimi ye bi bebre a anka wugi di senka ye ho ntoya na ode ko comfort ewuo bi wo kra na ni kwasa nka nipa wu nan say records be ne buy oba Ashanti region a emma omukọ awo so wu no Ashanti region ye ne ye high sa issue ne fa ho da bi se we lusu ne ba obelusu maame na ankasa we lusu ne ba obelusu maame why is it okay didn't na say ade we enhayen yenya bre talking about people but not development. Your concentration here about people, what people have done, and not development, national discourse. Kwame Nkrumah say, it is time for us to have our personality and identity. What is our plan? Yebekoni say ya, jine hu biem se uwa baba, ewo baby, na insua ode eye ne hu yie bosome aso no enso no ye fi etese gata mu nsuo enu nti na ye mu bi ye ni brejo mahama so say e bagalam say na enya afi na obeye brofo na ye ntia ase because it is not normal. Say imagine say obaba o pensuo dia hohoro ne bosome sebi enyoma na enso no nya bi. And now Dr. Kinsajima Kasanwanti, Easton, Ebuakwa South. Or say a honina munyan so panom. Why is this okay? Nano Kanket is one of the guys, Kwawu ambassador. Na o Tracy, ama Kwawua, Nankia Kwawa, the green, say, Galamse Ashasi, and she said, Bia, a concerning ma, ye didimwa ma bibia de BCBS, Obian Phobia.
In she riot fan.
Why is this okay? Mibusa na no pay. Mame found kwa China. Yewra Jo Mahama ewo ho. Na okwa China. Omo wo ensuo bi. Wo de hwe ye ensuo wo de bra Facebook na be hwe. Kan ketisi Edem Stream eno de atwa but me pese first of all o hwe ye ensuo. I'm sure say uni River Pra. River Densu, River Yensu, River Hwan. Ye twetwa bia bra Facebook na be hye. I'm sure say we a proud river no. Uko China. Omo wo river kakraka bi wo ho. Ye friend no the Yangtze River. Me so bra Facebook na be hye bi. The Yangtze River. The entire maker say galamsey yare no akọ hospitals na hospitals ni so no. O yare antimi nkwa abruchiri. Aha bra Facebook enti Jeff ye we mami ya alignment ni mami fa Ghana de ne to so good na on your left a good enti ya bra Facebook me pese me chewa de river na what China no your friend the Yangtze River one of the longest river, in fact the third longest river in the world, the third longest river in the world, over 3,900 miles. Enti yemfani say river no e sha say free north na dia ba south. Te say Ghana ha river no e sha say free north na ba south. Na ehumra China for mu say yensuo. Omu wo sa Yangtze River na o hwe e wo Facebook na ensuo na ne ye clean no. A oba ukroma na wa jisika je bribe no no ase wunsuo no. Ukoni krom ho a sa Yangtze River no eye you don't touch it. Omu wo rules. Omu wo regulations. Omu wo environmental laws. Emra ebosa way ho by. It's in Ghana ha can say Pra River rules on Pra River, all the longest river and the tributaries. Mimi ye geography. Ye ka tributary a ye insuon ketenkete a eko joine esua kese mu. Enti River Pra no ye wonsuon ketenkete ekobubom na akwakoye kese sa na Nyankopon ye bibia. Etuba Facebook a Yangtze River no ewo left and a River Pra ewo right. Na ye ba be kire wo de eho omudi rules emra aye omukru. Now be kinkan we mami me kinkan ama order of the President of the Republic or of the People's Republic of China. But yo shemami order tio order yere Mahama nye state of the emergency omutoto papa so December 26 2020 sa river no entinkawe kameye order of the President of the People's Republic of Ghana entinka aha Ghana hankeye the River Pra Protection Law hiu she edia China for their mano the Yangtze River Protection Law sa insuo no omude mra aba it was order the Yangtze River Protection Law of the People's Republic of China adopted at the 24th meeting of the Standing Committee of the 13th National People's Congress of the People's Republic of China on December 26, 2020 is hereby promulgated and shall come into force March 1, 2021. Or say Article 1, General Provision. Article 1. The law is formulated in order to strengthen ecological environmental protection and restoration of the Yangtze River Basin, facilitate the rational and effective use of resources, safeguard ecological security, ensure harmony between humans and nature, and achieve the sustainable development of the Chinese nation. Emrano nyina ebebo river no ho ban omomu use ni sa anwoma ni nyina. I said this law applies to ecological environmental protection and restoration, production and lives, as well as development and construction activities of the Yangtze River. Ebusia Yangtze River no wa China. Abino President Nadine Sasha Sieka say from March 1, 2021, you dare not touch it. Now Emreninti Kofi at the update ne bebro. Now we are one kasabako akoye one kasa Google China because your president ko China and they kagalam si asem omunsuo no omu wo mra a omudi atoso yetia ne atoto papa so Kofi rules ne general rules ne dey momfa akokwa ntoso
nana rules no doso. Now, when you say right from 1970s, now China started say omo urban industrialization. And you must say me ade omo pijamni ade no. Na yes say nsuo ni ade wo omo ye no ma efin ane akoja egu nsuo ni. Na wo hwe nsuo we ya o ka Yangtze River yi eno no omo nom eno no mo nam so de eye boat ni ade fa so eno mo nam so ye transportation ni ade nyina na serve economy contribute to about 40% of their GDP. Enye nsu ana eso mo didi agro ba mo sha ase with industrialization na won be realize say by 2010 no na ensu about 70% of ensuo no asay. On say okay wo nsuo na kabo mane ye nti wo kohwe a na nsuo no fa ba bi ni nsuo ni nyina asay san so ko akobopu mu enti enam a na ewom unse China for mo dolphin bi a mo friend ba ji na afi na dolphin na yira
ta dolphin na ya omutimi di agro no
omudidi agro no na yira because nsuo na say omu na no na nam so memre ya wo ka ho asemi Xi Jinping e de bai na de o kire ne say o se pollution control de edikan
okay muntie mra na ewo so no
pollution control or say strict emission standards phosphorus ni heavy metals no or regulate it is say bia o pese o de chemicals bia na wuduro bi didi djuma e de ye bibia uwie sa ensuo no ye mfa nkogum kane no mo ye sa ade no monsi ye pia ne de agu nsuo na ekọ ti by 2010 70% of that river na asay na wose we ni nyina se beboa ama eye awuduro ekọ nsuo ni mu no eso betre na wose construction ban no new chemical plants within 1 kilometer of the river or tributaries.
Bra Facebook the eka no be hwe bi wo Facebook no hu se nya te se ya hye da ne eka o de be hwe insuo na eka o Yanchi river na e wo China no a o be hwe no wa hwe wo de e rules na e wo sa insuo no ho a president sign ye e wo China no e bi ne eka the second one ye dey
na wo say chemical bia na say eye enuro bia wo mo eye bia no na eni say 1 kilometer
yeah 100 meters
yeah 1 kilometer
yeah dey say 100 meters
edimi mfa ne say me de mani ibu a be say ha ne he
say 100,000 meters na 1 kilometer
1 kilometer intimi mfa ne say be say de ko be mfa say wawura mo KUST
on say
gate wode
on say park say Usain to Dwania and 100 meters it is a span na ye Ghana no ye say eno de eni kwan so okoho but broni ne say there be 1,000 meters and 100 meters
and 100 meters
1,000 meters
no emohudu
yes
and say o twu hu fence
no river pra 1,000 meters in China 1,000 meters
especially omo de awuduro edidwuma
1,000 meters
it be to senka galamsey we once omo de mercury ni ho na didi dwuma ni so obey nsuo no over 1,000 meters away
and 100 meters
by the 100 nana the tie ne say o se sand mining management anya kura yetu e wo nsuo ho no nana wo se emen ho
okay
ye hwe ade kakra bi abesense wiem a ene apomudi aso ye no ebo yen enka ye se ye hwe na ye na ye ho so and very important say omo adwene eba so unim se ewiem aye nwunu kakra nze nsuo no etoto ne ade ni ntino weather no asesa kakra na from the Ghana Health Service wono mo de abetu dwa a wo chirim sesei yade bi abesensen ewiem ye beka no home mu yade anase enam emframa mu a yetumi enya na se wobi entesuo kasemu entesuo kan eni ade no a na se ye ni ye hu ni so kakra ewo ye kita hodie ho a eno so betumi ama saa yade yetumi afabie na eno ni influenza A strains H3N2 ena on se ka flu viruses no ho eniema pepun etumi echiye no bi wo ha na ye bowa bi wa na ye hwenimu so ni nsuo ebi nsuo okra no abu nsi yeti epaye ebi nso ho no mo a na wotumi se bia wo wensin bebrebe ensenkyerene ahodo no edan dibu so an minimu ote saa se ne minimu aye kuro mena de ana ne minimu eye ne ya na bebrenu anso honam ya etimi chintu anhwe ya obeka se bia malaria bi na ache no na fever ne hutimi ye hye ene ade a ne ye ka ho biem kura ye bibi kakra bi ne wabre enu nyina no eye ensenkyerene a se saa yade H3N2 H1N1 flu viruses ibi o contract ya na se echewa itimi ma san senkyerene no edan ne ho adi ewo unipadua mu ese oheniye na kwan ya efa so a etre efri obi so ko obi so no akoye te se ye humie mu nsu menka ne sa respiratory droplets enti se bi obi bebo wa na ntasuo beba obewinse na horo no ebi henro ne yade ebetumi apia ba odidi afachem ene no no se nipa no wie na wanhoro ne nsa yie ahonidie ankoso yie na bi ono so de akoso ade mu asum anaso wode mpo abechia wa na bibi etesa no a ni nyina no yade a ebetumi afa so ama wanya bi afensu bi obebo wa na ntesuo ni bi droplets ni bi etumi aka oheli a ni nyina no yade ebetumi afa so na etumi aba pempi no mobo wa na so wensin anase bi kura wo kasa obi wono ma ntesuo tumi free na numba ne ade a ebetumi ama wa contract sa H3N2 H1N1 ne ebi enti hye no so se na apomden aso ye ne boy nka ye se sai ade abesen wiem pa na enkanka ba bia yedi nhyiamu bebre ti se yesuku mu no ene ebia ensore si yehiem ana wo mu a eda suku mu dormitories ne ade no nso mu nyina wo hostels ne ade o mu dabo mu a na dormitories na how ewum na afi nso kura no mu amote bus mu cars mu egina no ehu hia se yetimi hwe ne ye edwem ene ade anipa dodo no a ehia no betumi aba se obi a wo mu a se wanhwe kwan a ofa so ebowa anaso wo wensin etete ntasuo kasa ne ade a ebetumi de wo how bebre de aba ama wo de asan nipa ewo ho ne nyina nti wo mu ankanka wo mu ye at risk pa na se omu so mu hwe ne yie pa eye enkwada pa ehuhia na afi nso kra no omu a anyini pa pi no sanse enkwada no ya na omu nipadua no kwan fa so ekon yade no ya na hoɔden no enyina mu kɛse bebre afi nso no mpanimfo mu anyini pa no du mpanimfie so bebre omu so anyini pa no bebre no ya na apomden ho nsɛm no ɛyɛ nsɛmpi nti saa yade be kye no a na de nsɛmpi ba ma wo mo nyem enso ekan so mo ya hweye pa wo nso awo yade bi a ɛyɛ kwankoro yade da wo so sɛ asthma diabetes no ne akoma yade ahodo ni nyina so no ɛsɛ ohwe ni yie sanse saa yade bi kye wa usually no ya na eta ɛma yade ɛwɔ so dada na so hawo na wo no emano etumi hadwene ana etumi manage nsebu kura ne ade a ne yesa wo ye ne se ebra obehu se bia wo bobɔwa ana se mpukura no wensi ana se wohinimu sɔre nsuo bebrebe no na wonya nsankyerɛ ne a medikan abobɔso yi minimu ɛyɛ wo ya na amini tesuo kura ɛyɛ wo ya ahohye ne ade na honam nyinaa ɛyɛ wo ya uti pa wo na wo ye bibi kakra bi no wabrɛ no saa nsankyerɛ ni nyinaa dan ne ho ade a mesro emfantena fie nyɛ sɛ wo ye yi bomodne kwa ya de sabia ntem na wono mo nhwe bia aye pepun nsenkyerene ahodo ni bia kwa ya de sabia na wono mo nhwe se be ya ebi hu se bia enye bia wahu ko befa so a obesa ebi nso a penfu ahu akwankyerɛ bema ho ene kwa befa so a obetumi ade wo ho ede afiri mu na mpanifo nhyehyɛ bebre ewa ya de sabia ho no a ebetumi aboa bomodne se obowa esi tissue bia wo de akata wa no oyo obi so a wobɔ wa wahu sɛ anse one start bɔ wa bebre a bomode ne bɔ mask na etumi aboa prevent sɛ obe infect other people no na etumi aboa ntu sɛ pepun sɛ nkyerɛ ne ade bia na wabɔ mask kama na wabɔ mo a ɛbo ɛhɔ no ho ban wa anya ne saa na ebetumi asan na ɛtrɛtrɛ na ɛkɔsaa afi nso bomode ne horo nsa obi ɔhim wie na ɔde ne nsa pepa onyusu tissue kra o ya won nsa so kra nkɔ horo ne nsa ohia obi a o chale 5 na wabom pa ohio chese be bia no de nse so door handles ne ade nyina mesro eya ma honidie no enkosoro se be ya bambo ho nsem no ewo yade ni mo betumi akosoro ye pa nti face mask no ye momodin se uwura ba bia nipa dom ne wo empepi kure bi wo betena air condition bus mu a utu kwan no amframa mfam ba bia ye close ni nyina no a eye mu nyina mo hye nipa be 60-70 bus capacity na mu nyina mo timu no mesro betumi abo mask why bo mask ne bo ho ban na bibia entumi nkoso hwa 104.5 tisha nso se we apomdi aso ye no na ebo ye nka ye no yade na besin se wiem H3N2 H1N1 virus no flu virus no ewu krum nti ya na wada wo ho so pa we your mental health segment no KuroYiMuNsem sokoban fatilo KuroYiMuNsem no toa so amaye na ya sanso aba etwan ho aba yesia
KuroYiMuNsem yabo bono ena no pay din nyina ejebe odumagye so we premier sports on KuroYiMuNsem sima edu ode ni na personal poso ko a ena na no poma chana sima senkunya me din nyina eje ebre odumagye so no pamedi ere Jonathan Esiedo betimi afrem Sokoban Fatilo Steve Zanon and ko Somadaroma ena mo bom achidom enso ndo supi Black Stars nsem wonum se Fantabulous Kumasa Santi KuroYiMuNsem wonum se sanso so na Ghana Premier League na otwi mu ewrom o match week session me nsem na ede bro jumode so lemu an appointment ka me say we feel on what I say ma wo dem won munya kono na wo betinki wo mu dia me ba cho ma no oka deco na onum say say new showroom no mpacho ya biem ya de normal bebre ababegum what I say so pe furniture na so deco me so ya de tentam so na furniture mu oka deco e wo asokwa ya ben aton so buru on ma me ba cho mpere so me kan cho say free satam ya e kopem 31st October 2025 yi me shado adabe abetobia no yama 15% discount 15% discount and in time so na for it okadeko your new expanded showroom no na be bia enso so etimi kama pa entimi enfama na pam tia so me catch on apartment ka na oya oba na oya businessman kwa me pa cho ya the MTN adwuma pa ba no ade ba be boan na business no etimi gro na etimi tumpon yama special data no na yama call ban say we are na say the insurance ade pio so mpe dem pa na pe you phone na star 5060 hash star 5060 hash now on sentiment MTN adwuma pa ba ngene bi na be bia ntimi fine pa ntimi fama an apartment ka na betu kwan na oro ne bekyerem abrochirima mu na o mane ka o mafone ka o pa de meshaw e ma no Emirates economy class no essentially plan inside no yama 250 dedicated kids sanita abofane to nche no bo na akoma wi a na esa de to e de pin so adwane obedi no nsensem nyina me pa chom Emirates economy class no e fere nyina wo ka ene nturo betu kwan pa na oro ne bekyerem abrochirima mu na mafra e ka o pa de meshaw e ma no Emirates economy class no bawro to see wo emirates.com na be cool flights no na be bia ntimi fine pa ntimi fama bet to some countries we no e bet to rewards meshaw ucha bet bet to sports no so anasa casino no so no na wo say ne points no betima convert no ama na sika no betima yi anasa betima dem a na wo say the cha bet no be on pay dem pa na pe you phone na bawro to see www.betto.com.gh na be bia ntimi kama pa ntimi fama entantam so nsem na sem emfefi the senior soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana na onumsa from now on kopim say World Cup 2026 beto dwanom 8 months na Ghana emprempren AFCON and qualify eno na ebusa Black Stars management committee chairman Yewura Dr. Rande ebusa opening say na from now on kopim say World Cup beba no edent share eno mo yedema Black Stars or say omo issue FIFA windows no at about friendly games bebre na be bet my fine pa enso so etimi at the ama Black Stars.
Well, the first assignment, on say after the tournament, we've really been discussing this absence from the AFCON and how it's even going to affect us because it would have been a good test. So between now and the World Cup is about 8 months, and so in 8 months a lot really can happen. We're looking at how we can take full advantage of the FIFA windows to play as many friendlies as we can. Like I've said, it's 8 months, and at 8 months, any qualifiers be announced. Tournament. So it is a FIFA free days that we must take advantage of and have some very, very good friendlies. Starting off in November, middle of November, about 2 friendlies. One against Japan, 14th of November, and the second one against South Korea on the 18th of November. So we play Japan in Japan on the 14th and then South Korea on the 18th. That will be for the November window. December, there's AFCON. We are not playing. It's not a window, but we are still thinking through if there could be a possibility of doing something in December.
I know Black Stars Management Committee Chairman Dr. Randy Abe and I want to come from me. Now, me for the of Fantabulous Kumasa Santi KuroYiMuNsem Adama Koseda or Accra Sports Room every year no me 3 p.m. Kumasa Santi KuroYiMuNsem fino atonsa and after work of Morocco aweno CAF Confederation Cup second prelim game no we are last playoff no na anyway work of Morocco Marante no on Malande no we training Legon Stadium na we training na Marante na be na nyezo o jana me live on Facebook in 104.5 FM very place no omuri ko yemu se na opimbo ne se panyan odu so mani abre panemom kiana ke fantabulous Kumasi Asante Kotoko nyamia kosiada the 3 months one post hwe nim so monsa ebetimi aka na Udoma Legends edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko Steven Oduro tiko and official di omadi nkoma kakra enso so edi afasa game ho yenkotie sa empirifo minue.
Fabulous. The best. Mama soon first in Journey, because of the United States of America. The coming Sunday, the new work of Morocco and Ebo. Namefa Kunya Resource Place now, Omuko Jina Okonano, Amayeno. Say, we should be all the best on that day. Mr. Nyankopon Tunu Nyankopon Hodi, my play Bia, the best selecting for say Omuko Jina Sagi. This is the payback time for us. If some move show mu Amaye. Na akata sa defeat na ombe defeat o Kumasi
umya fuso apia ni side de ekoma yimya players mbo kotoko sisi no tiesre mo atwe players mfa mo him all out mo kon all out it was mobile first you who media ese mo utimi bo modena mo share mo no mo hu se mo ba mo home mo kwa we grandpa nyare
ano Steven Odona Fisia the former players edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko ena oto mo nka na Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters omusi yemfa sankabowe enfama supporter bi aposo odi oni kirem ewo Accra Sports nyame aduma ekoseda wo Kumasi anum se me ba chobo so kwa musi in and out no 100 Ghana cedis na fresa number we sisi a 0244 549 198 0244 549 198 and now say 0248 490 826 0248 490 826 now we be count on say fabu census no or fabu census number dia we don't chema class person man but to take it no free and so etimi edema jefu on man for chema Ghana Premier League match week 6 nyame ma chena we don't chema TNA Park Midema Sporting Club eba chena final to nsa FC Samatex 1996 we no wrestling region derby enye game kitwa kra na coach edema Midema Sporting Club ayo opener for Ibrahim Tanko we din come kakra and so etimi edafa sa game we ehun.
No, I think it's in general the Premier League is very tough league, especially this season. All the teams are prepared very well. So, and it's not always that you have to dominate and then win the matches. Sometimes you play not so good, but you win. I think it's a part of process, and the league is so long. And I think we will keep on working hard so that even if it's 1-0 or 2-1 like the last time, I think.
I know a coach at the Midema Sporting Club, Ibrahim Tanko, and I the kind of Prince also a player. Edema Midema Sporting Club Black Stars nan say here to answer the fair no eno na ebusa branches na akọ na akọ nkudus mu ne patem no and top pressure bi amfa ma wana yente Prince Owusu
because pressure bi am dem because na ye ma kasa bibli as a player there pitch so there is no senior but outside the pitch now the more respect I there I'm on pressure be am Thomas.
Namiadmo Ochana Dreams of Sibatina Fino to Nsa at the Nation Chelsea 3 p.m. Namiadma Kosera Brekum Chelsea at Tinafie no to Nsa at the Flowers of Folk. Now no Brekuma Brekum Chelsea supporters no almost my cado pa trend phobia boys Yangotie Brekum Chelsea supporters no.
I said, "You consider na cast for Brekum Chelsea." Na the American say Brekum for ebeti marrying a match no na their points na kwa. Na they ba kwam then say, "Yane Ghana national goalkeeper, Benjamin Asare IFM." Na minimum say consider nobody ya be show am 1-0. No more the different keeper ba 2-0.
Brekum Chelsea, you share your position dana. Unim say Brekum Chelsea the anka your best start league na as a say you be 4 matches, you be 5 matches the nanka yenya e kura nanka da be 4 for that. But baby your position na dan and you Brekum Chelsea position no. Ti say the tie bia da kwesi da de you be share house of 2-1.
Robert baby oduru ya feature shey ya go Brekum. I just two se national for kai no. Enti ball na de omo me ref bapo, omo me ref bapo. You be share house.
Na so money abre papa. But tell me now Terrible Telephone to Nsa the Vision FC, Hall United Telephone, no to Nsa at the Fair Donna FC, Shadow Basketball Telephone to Nsa at the Fair Basecoli Stars. Now for your minimum at Duada Mandeno, Baby Ghost Stars at the Fair to Nsa at the Fair Pando Heart of Lions, and some of those who Pinamum and Mano and Shuraniafa, and we share 9:30, and will be copy the phone in Sikunya near the Inshirapo, Sport Model Casipano, and so at me at the Abro, and now Abigail. Nenu adabo birthday Abigail
Menu Adabo and your birthday. One Gazonia champion Mando Prince. Esmin Fan Chef from so Namamo I would have happy birthday to you, Abigail. Menu Adabo Kupon Show. No cost one on your castle. Don't have some beer. Erade Emmanuel Kama Pa. Into me from Manopamidi. Eddie Jonathan is your betman from Sokoban Fatilo. Me sorry so Nana Jantuah Barima Kofi from the KuroYiMuNsem Medino Casepano et me Eddie Ablemo.
Emensu no kra.
You too so na muanya. Inso na muanya na yetu. Tie rules na what China no. Yes, next one.
Nana the atwas no was wetlands and grasslands, restoration, anti-erosion, reforestation programs. Nana was say ye kone bia ye twetwa nnua they said the excavate where dwidwimbe wura nyina everywhere ye kwa ye yesi nnua nyina esen. Utwa ubedua. Eti no kra no wabane ose ma obia nkotwetwa nnua.
Enti e ho no afro mu no ye njep. Enti ne wo Ramsey sites. E ho no ye nsidan. Ye nkodi ho ahase no. Afro mu no ye sidan afele.
Enti no nana eno so asem no no. Aquatic life protection.
Okay.
Ose from 2021. Eribesi nei.
Okay.
China abane si ye nyinam ewu nsuo no.
Sansu no.
Ye nyinam.
E ma wo nyinam.
Dabi.
Okay.
No. Nana de aka hu ni. Ose ship pollution control, vessel waste management and cleaner fuels.
Okay.
On say ship no ne ade bi na mo ebu wa omuduru ana omo engine no ne ade fuel ne ade bi no ma gya agu ensuo nim.
Yeah.
Waste no. Amanfo so kra gya omo nan wo so say bia say hotel ne ade nto omutimi gya agu poni mu ne ade.
So be hwe sa river no, never hwe wo de.
Eno wo say wo de mraba. Enyai sa ade ne mu nsuo.
Untimi nyai oil bi angum.
Dabi.
Untimi nyai basa bi angum.
Dabi. Okay.
Right.
Nana, also public participation. Citizens, NGOs can report or litigate environmental violations. Nana, omanfo ni nyina ene ankura so akuaku ahodo ni nyina se ye ya nkase so su nyina obi amfa ne honyimu ne emo nsuo no ho bai ne emo ye potem ho bai obi amfa ne honyim mra ne mo kwan
aha ye nsuo no kra tutum ru agumu tutu fridge gum tutum de pe I mean opafa mosizongo ho ne kofa aboabo kofa pelele ya tutu ya senso ne fa ho bai
na only results aba from that time December wo kan ho asem
yeah
that's 2021 up to 2025
yeah
na de tell say ensuo no na ye fi menim na wo video bi sen ka de to so abun se fi bi wo
yeah
third party na as of that time basis sabri omatimi achieve 85% of the water quality.
Omatimi ajinso ni back.
Chenso in 5 years no. Omo the 5 years no net for. Any 5 years.
Ti omo hwe so omo nsuo na ni beti no. No. Oma ba ha say yensuo.
Ase yensuo no. And omo de mra akoto wo se omo nsuo no. Sebe obeye adwuma enye wo ho. Kobe 1 kilometer away and 2 wura enye se no omo ye oye so amra ye de bedi wo no nana. One way anti being omonye and I womatimi achieve 85% of water quality. Nana illegal sign mining a decrease by 70%. Na manfo to anuano wunsu ho basani ade ni tun te se galamse di omoyi nana ekofem a te se omunya nwie yo 5 years na nso ye
they fighting
ai eko na say aquatic biodiversity emu agu nsuo mu ne no ma akeka ho nsuo mu abode ni nyina no na say improvement abamu a say
omuani timi home
emuani timi home
fishes ni timi home
no edoson a te se wo mu increase ni nyina ya Xi Jinping 5 years plan power they to us wo de bu nsuo no ho ban enye 10 years o 5 years na wo sha say from 2021 up to this time no near December nui edu December no wanya 5 years
agwa medasi Kofi mpacho veteranse mami inshira 104.5 mi be lines no na ye din komo kakrabe 10 minutes na fi mi wi amene former NEP director Kofi Ofosu in cancer MPP Odinga no ye Kenya's opposition leader, in fact a very influential Kenya. At 80 years, we're free. In Tienra, the supporters need be crowd there. Almost say we're wood there, but Ruto in the president of Kenya, Uncle Umfriso. Into my culture say, Papa no, or to say, aha, ebia emphasis be Dr. Baumia. opposition leader is very strong ɛwɔ ɔman no mu no ɔbɔwa obi ate aseɛ okowu wɔ India na ɛno a mehyɛ saa deɛ no ase and I've stated say African leaders are making sure say omo bɛyɛ omo facility here amukɔ abrochire na omo say omo kɔ akɔhwɛ mu ayaresa say enye ɔyɛ ɔno ani sika I don't have a problem with that so ɔno ani sika ɛno so ɔbɛsɛ $1 million kra na ɔde akɔ akɔsa no ho yɛ ade a many problem na mmom oyɛ African leader na oyare na otam yɛn sika mom kɔhwɛ wo ho yare wɔ UK na ankoye kolebu se odi ufunu ba enya me mobo oyɛ African leader na okɔhwɛ ho abrochi o de Ghana sika ekɔhwɛ ho abrochire na de a me campaign-fo ni nyina difo NDC MPP mpanyfo ni nyina difo o ho ayese won kɔ abro yesi ne doctor se ombra UK ne doctor se ombra South Africa the doctor se wonye sei ne de ɔman sika na no MPP fo ye bi no kujita black NDC fo no so ka NDC fo no so by speaker of parliament ne ho kanko a ya bɔ ne ho yare a ya bɔ ɔman na bɔ ye ma me vice president nso ne ho ka ɔman ne bɔ ye to make sure say it's not funny enti me nsem panyifo ne konom de Ghana sika ne ade omu funu ba enya me mobo there because makache say omu nchen yenye a ye kokonfa noche ne ekowu no na simple machines be create me a problem 21st century so wabusuani kokonfa noche hwe de doctors ne nurses twi omu twifo mu just to make sure say to de bia no ma overwhelmed because enyoma kra ni ho enyoma ni ho eno na me ka chiro bi say oti Kumasi kra kakra bi a eyo say Ghana ye koyanim ye nkoyanim o de onya time a eye tu kwan otra Kumasi ne tra akra kakra say utra akra kakra na wo ba uche say ubehu say Ghana ye nkoyanim but they be amanyofo no what they do is to paint a picture no atwa kakra won kran ye kwan kakra bi no overhead kakra bi Kumasi ne atwa rose kakra bi onko achire ho utra santase kakra bi abo nse ye nko ba bia Kumasi ya tra santase kakra bo nse say Ghana dede ne yeye utimi ko ba bi na eho na koko wa hata koko enso eho nyina atakwame light to cry a problem aduane papa ni ho galamsi asɛn no inso onom enye this is the realities in Ghana. Nti be me catch you say me a me metie me yare a adwuma behwe me busuafo me yire me ma adwuma behwe but it is not about me, it's about you. Me busuani ba kokoda konfa noche owie ye no ye ma no option say ye mfa ne nkoda normal ward na ana special ward na me wia metua over 8,000 me say mfa ne nkoto special ward because me call normal ward na ye ma menum ni ye system eda wo konfa noche na me wra ho see hey cheso obia na mu o obia nya obia o ni pada sani pa chese ase sebi ye moa me wo fa ba ku bi a carbon no e wo fenso wa frim wo fantwi at that time wo yirepa carbon no e no koda offenso hospital na do hospital ho a bebia mema da e ho na ma da bebia mema da no e ho na emma enso da sanyoma we na I'm expecting sanke soriano pa ye de energy ebe ka ho asem wo man mu enye dabi debate ye be debate pa no Daddy Lumba na ne ba yesi na ne yira koyesi na okofa ase obi abusu asem o yetimi nya brain ya ka ho asema waste time ne yare ye waste your time ye ho a na ye wie ene ukoto edro ukoto edro wo pharmacist ye bo edro ne bo a wo yembe hyew. And so me busa say obi ye teacher ni etua ne ka 2000 3000 na na busu ni yes won to edro ne boy 1005 na busu ni mu apaya ebede ne wanya seska no wa wutie me wonim de make enti esori anopa na unse na Jantuah ye kekemu a it is because akwanya na yemu bi enya no. We want you to also get same. Samanyo need to minya sika ko hospital. I didn't know any kwanza unsunya hospital papa. Because etuono yetua abrochire e wose school near kwa public school e wose nka yenyina meme ye president a meshe mrama obia de ne mako aban school including my child e wose kwa aban school. MPs e was so bia bako aban school yama unko international school enti se wo oferi krom die na oba no nsu kobi wewe so na oba ni kobi enti se wo ba no a ye MP anka kwenya wo ho anka betimi na ko international school but emra ne say fa oba no ko aban school na obehu de ekoso nanu mi krom pechi na matu aban school a ewo ho 19 ho ahwan eno a yensesa ahwe classroom basa intafre nemu nkotre nemu baby wo kra wo nkra no baby omu sua de wo kwa enwura mu nko na etwa ho ahia. Why is it okay? Adentina ye okay mpese busa adentina sanyoma we enkenya Ghana ni. Why? And sanyoma we enye Ghana ni but you waste time talking about things that are not relevant. Aden me pese busa. This will me monitor social media. That the Luma yesi. And I'm saying, and Crawford wa China omu de omu bre AI. Hwe de adwene ho. Ghana ye tam 2.4 billion ye de akokra emo. Ye de akokra anwa, ye de akokra intos. Ye nka ho asem. O hospital nye ye nka ho asem. Enipa ni adwuma ye nka ho asem. Unemployment bebre ye nka ho asem. Na buy ne ye no mamo adwuma kakra no mamo 300 ne 400 ne 500 da. Ni agia tum say ya create jobs be 1 million. Ye tua mo kaboso me say 500 Ghana cedis. 500 Ghana cedis so 600 700. You fi why na be 10 months in muka and it's normal. Nurses for just say and nobody is concerned. Adentina agia tum say normal say president ya ready a yemfa no kwa abrochiri. Adentia mi busamo. Aden was here gitum say speaker of parliament yarea na ya boka so nkwa abrochiri. Enti ye de ye 37 for any kolebu any comfort ni agogo hospital no ye de enye nipa enye na to aba ma wo mu. Why is it okay? Obisan for me busam. Why is it okay? Enra Joy FM for share dear Mahama ase on Galamsey. Me take care mo na me tie documentary no na me ho yira me. Enkra no ensu a yesi ye omu de bedware kra ye problem na omu chima mumfa nchem omu chima ensu a omu de be ebe hohuro mu hokra ebi ni ho na sa omu kan ensu bi a omu de omu sa no mu de a ahohuro mu ensu na mu sabi enka wom enka sanso na bi nom di dware ne akasa onfanya Awurade Nyankopon Jesus Christ afem me sia afem kan na mintimi ntwi because me hye me baba ensuo pa wono odi dware edi dware ye de sabi ye de flash ayimpo no eni kra ye neat na obi a oye Ghana ni na onya nsuo kra na bosome so a ode aye ne ho ye enti oba ba ko say the water is dirty and Jesus Christ enti nsufina na emane sade ehohoro mu ho at that time enti nsuo na mu ye infected yeti ani eka galamsey nobody cared enti won say yare ni nyina se pia ko hospital na enko yi no enti se panyin no onya kidney ni liver problem na yade meko South Africa Ken Foriata so nam o hwe no ho yare obey finance minister for 1 years o yare wonnam o hwe no ho yare wantena hawo owie ye no onnam make sure so person ho to no it was finance minister no this ikase mu ma ye comfort yie ye agugu yie KNS hospital ye ni yie se wuane na sefo na Jo Mahama sha ase e kan wuram no e ba na ewie ni nyina agenda 111 yi na yetimi ye bi bebre a anka wugidi senka ye ho ntoya na o de ko comfort ewu bi wo kra na ni kwasa nka nipa wu Nansay records be ne buy oba Ashanti region a emma omko awo so wu no Ashanti region ye ne ye high sa issue ne fa ho there bi say we lusu ne ba obe lusu ma me na ankasa we lusu ne ba obe lusu ma me why is it okay didn't na say ade we hayen ye nya bre talking about people but not development. Your concentration here about people, what people have done, and not development, national discourse. Kwame Nkrumah say, it is time for us to have our personality and identity. What is our plan? Yebekoni say ya, jine hu biem se uwa baba, ewo baby, na insua ode eye ne hu yie bosome aso no enso no ye fi etese gata mu nsuo enu ntina ye mu bi ye ni brejo mahama so say e bagalam say na enya afi na obeye brofo na ye ntia because it is not normal. Say imagine say obaba o pensuo dia hohoro ne bosome sebi enyoma na enso no nya bi. And now Dr. Kinsajima Kasanwanti, Easton, Ebuakwa South. Or say a honeyina munyanso panom. Why is this okay? Nano Kanket is one of the guys, Kwawu ambassador. Na o Tracy, ama Kwawua, Nankia Kwawa, the green, say, Galamse Ashasi, and she said, Bia, a concern in ma, ye didimwa ma bibia de BCBS, Obian Phobia.
In she riot fan.
Why is this okay? Mibusa na no pay. Mame found ko China. Yewra Jo Mahama ewo ho. Na ukọ China. Omo wo ensuo bi. Wo de hwe ye ensuo wo de bra Facebook na be hwe. Kan ketisi Edem Stream eno de atwa but me pese first of all o hwe ye ensuo. I'm sure say uni River Pra. River Densu, River Yensu, River Hwan. Ya twitwa bia bra Facebook na behye. I'm sure say we a proud river no. Uko China. Omo wo river kakraka bi wo ho. Ye friend no the Yangtze River. We saw bra Facebook na behye bi. The Yangtze River. The entire maker say galamsey yare no akọ hospitals na hospitals ni so no. O yare antimi nkwa bruchiri. Aha, bra Facebook. Enti Jeff ye we mami, ya alignment ni mami. Fagana de ne toso. Good. Na on your left a good. Enti ya bra Facebook me pesa me chewa de. River na what China no. Your friend the Yangtze River. One of the longest river, in fact the third longest river in the world. The third longest river in the world. Over 3,900 miles. enti yɛmfa ne sɛ river no ɛhyɛ aseɛ free north na de aba south te sɛ Ghana ha river no ɛhyɛ aseɛ free north na aba south na ɛho China fo mu sɛ yɛnsuo ɔmo wɔ saa Yanchi river na ɔhwɛ ɛwɔ Facebook na nsuo na ne yɛ clean no a ɔba ukrom a na wagye sika gye bribe no no asɛ wu nsuo no ukɔ ne krom hɔ a saa Yanchi river no ɛyɛ you don't touch it ɔmo wɔ rules ɔmo wɔ regulations ɔmo wɔ environmental laws ɛmra a ɛbɔ saa wei ho ban nti nka Ghana ha kɛyɛn kan sɛ Pra River rules on Pra River all the longest river and the tributaries mimi ye geography ye ka tributary a ɛyɛ nsuo nketenkete a ɛkɔ joine esuwa kɛse mu nti River Pra no ye wɔ nsuo nketenkete ɛkɔ bubom na akɔakɔyɛ kɛse saa na Nyankopɔn yɛ bibia etuba Facebook a Yanchi River no ɛwɔ left ɛna River Pra ɛwɔ right na ye ba be kyerɛw de ɛhɔ omudi rules emra ayɛ omukru now bekinkan we mame me kinkan ama order of the president of the republic or of the People's Republic of China but yo shemame order tio order yera Mahama nye state of the emergency omutoto papa so December 26, 2020. Sa river no. It's in Kameye order of the president of the People's Republic of Ghana. It's in Ghana hankeye the River Pra Protection Law. Here, Edia China for the amano. The Yanchi River Protection Law. Sa insuo no. Omude mra aba. It was order. The Yanchi River Protection Law of the People's Republic of China adopted at the 24th meeting of the Standing Committee of the 13th National People's Congress of the People's Republic of China on December 26, 2020 is hereby promulgated and shall come into force March 1, 2021. Or say Article 1, General Provision. Article 1. The law is formulated in order to strengthen ecological environmental protection and restoration of the Yanchi River basin, facilitate the rational and effective use of resources, safeguard ecological security, ensure harmony between humans and nature, and achieve the sustainable development of the Chinese nation. Emrano nyina ebebo river no ho ban mo use ni saa nyoma ni nyina. I said this law applies to ecological environmental protection and restoration, production and lives, as well as development and construction activities of the Yanchi River. Ebusia Yanchi River no China. Abino President Nadine in Sasha ka say from March 1, 2021, you dare not touch it. Now Emreninti Kofi at the update nebe bro. Now we are one kasa beko akoye one kasa Google China because your president akọ China and they kagalam si asem omu nsuo no omu wo mra a omu di atoso yetia ne etoto papa so Kofi rules ni ye general rules ni ye dey momfa akokwa ntoso
nana rules no Dawson. Now when him say right from 1970s now China started say omo urban industrialization KuroYiMuNsem ni ade omo pejam ni ade no na ye say nsuo ni ade wo ho omo ye no ma efia ni akoja agu nsuo ni na wo hwe nsuo we ya ka Yanchi River yi eno no omo nom eno no omo nam so e de eye boat ni ade fa so eno omo nam so ye transportation ni ade nyina na serve economy contribute to about 40% of their GDP. Etienye nsuo ana eso omo didi agroba omo sha ase with industrialization na won be realize say by 2010 no na ensuo about 70% of ensuo no asay. On say okay we nsuo na kabo mane ye nti ukohwe a na nsuo no fa ba bi ni nsuo ni nyina asay san so kwa akobopu mu etie nam a na ewom unse China for mo dolphin bi a mo friend ba ji na afi na dolphin na yira
that dolphin na ya omutimi di agro no
omudi agro no na na yira because you na say omu na no nam so memre ya wo ka ho asemi Xi Jinping e dey buy na de o kire ne say o see pollution control de edikan
okay muntie mra na e wo so no
pollution control
yeah
or say strict emission standards phosphorus ni heavy metals no or regulate it is bia o pese o de chemicals bia na wuduro bi didi dwuma e de ye bibia uria sa ensuo no ye mfa nkogum
okay
kane no mo ye sa de no monsi ye pia ne de gu nsuo na ekọ ti by 2010 70% of that river na say na wo se we ni nyina se beboa ama eye wuduro Ediama unim say the Alan Kwadwo Shrematin Movement for Change. They say Abaye United Party. It's become a political party. And then come DP Noah Wechi. Ghana projection it is saying GDP is projected to be around 4.0. So far, we are doing a bit better than the projection. Dear Nebeya, a bit me sustain in Yakuyadim and same Pinoa. But I see a DD na etumi buaye ema no makoyie mayen enuane a yebedie a ye papa no ho hia eti ne yese odi e future life dey bia me catch say wa am waduane anye waduru ebe ye waduane very very important and the ambassador e wo ha opening kese so enam so future life aduane papa eje amamfo apomuden esi wo kama no ono nso e wo ha Ambassador, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibia Bokode. Last week,
family hoodie.
And no. Oko short leave kaka. Daddy.
Yeah.
Good morning, oh.
Yeho.
Bibia Boko.
Oh, Nyaminti Boko. Monso.
Adom limpa boy yo right. Me say future life na de nyina bi e wo ho.
Yeah.
Said de etie no. Anopay ye be di nuane pa. Future life. Yeah, they shall say that Ambassador Maminti away. Na me nkoda di.
I'm say I'm sending a bima. Oh, sir, this month, I buy a kidney, liver, hono because of galamsey. No,
sure.
I had you knew an idea, and I waited the mature dear Duchem cry. Ma omo fanyin say omo pleasant and
serious.
She say nipa ewu samre no doso do yare ne doso e bia woti hoso wuni sika obi a wote seme ensu papa no nya bi nom aduane papa wunya bi ni enti we ya na abedi enti wa kasa ugina bia ne de he
ebusia Dr. Paul Poku Sampene Osai eye ne research a wo ye fa galamsey ma tan a wo mkwa awo so a omo nkwada no nse droben a maami ni didi ni ade anuane nuru na mu e ma abofra no sunya na hoɔden no placenta eno ene wo ye nhwehwemu wo mu no wo kire mu se 4,000 of them there a wo ofa wo mu ye nhwehwemu wo mu bebre nu a no kire se galamsey no enubone no ewu mu nti no se nkwada no wono mu apomuden bebre nso wo kro mo nyama na asai ni nyina ye galamsey nsuo no na ebehia se toxins yi nyina awura ye system ni mu wi a unse ye nubone akoye mu awie no ye benya de beboa ye na because we ye den galamsey de ye di body ye di banchi ye di we kontombre ni nyina tiese ye di no ma bi beboa ye let me clear ni nyina future life
anything na ye kan ho asempi no fi se na wo na doso yare na doso unim se me say 2-3 years ago doctor bi eba o se me kru free Kenya side wa Tunisia eti doctor bi ba na me say onya akwanya ko Kenya so be 2 gold no na o di nkomo no no say 5 years to come again for many liver kidney problems because of eti we ne buy no na makaya sem na doctor ne kan no so eti ye di die ne anhwe ne ye die be haye eti adu sa amre say obepe future life akira kwan future life ne bonya di o eti mesra omo wo Kenya side no oboa side no ba bi 2 gold no mesra mo bia mepe bi ni fi se future life de akogu mu na anya ne se no
na ye
se no papa eti mo mi ani di ye mo mi hwe aduane die de ekoye mu no eno na ekuye ena ma di pe bebre anya ya liver and kidney problems a edos se do mu sika no de o makọ check imponi o de o makọ check yeso e ya de edi enya nkasa ma mema ne bebre kura so ho ayemre mesre obi amra yaso ne ma na aduane papa ni aduane papa be di ni future life balance diet a ekutia enuoma na ekomu na enye no tina da bia ka ho asem se de mesrew obia fa future life nya na aduane obia fa future life nyina dua na num su papa bebre so wa num su papa ubewu bre Nyankopon frɛ wo na ade ba kwa na medical ka ho asɛm ne future life repair food no future life repair food no obia wu nyina na waposo no gregre no ana ensuo bi gyegya waposo na ewe ene ne ma wutimi koba so no gyina so kama wu nyina na esa mpanyifo se dua nyina na pa obam wu nyina na esa enti esa pe na kase na sikase no so esikase no so pe na ahya ase etwitwi na so ntibi wona nkokom na afa ato ase ho saa na so sisi nti wohwe aduane na future life repair food na ubohu se wapo no so no na ye de ato aduane no so no ede ato box no ho no eti entina ho ye de na future life e bold dash woman eti entina ho masa de ne nto ansa hyase di ni ne na de esa no na esa akosha na emu wo se basa pe na aso ntibi wona nkokom na afa ato so sa na aso sisi ene obi achia obi akotodwe ne ya obi asisi ye ne ya obi achikase ebie obi achikase ebie so aho echim na obi nyina esa enkase ni hu
future life
hu nyina na onkase no ye mre obi a mepe future life esiesie ni padua na nkasa obi a onyina na ne wedie no na ye basa na efon na ye basa so di repair food na esiesie ni padua no sa repair o car na repair o fie bibi esa o repair body no so ni padua no na odinam eno na ade so obo ade no na ade ko pesika bidi enti wa nkasa di padua no wa repair no na ko repair o car no fie we free one na be future life collagen food aye beauty food eno no esiesie wo mo rewe de no ene utinwi nipadua no so wo nyina from 25 years na collagen na wo mu no ekofo na ma wo gina so obabunu na ekofom we fa na hyemema de ekofom no udi a na esan maso na sa wo wrinkles wani ma na asa wani ma twentwoma na sa wani mu ye dada ana wani mu bo abrewa udi for pe se na ni nyina prepare for nipadua no beauty comes from within esiesie nipadua no inside na aba enye se wo we de nkwa na esiesie ne ma free ne ma na ye dada wo mu no kra no esiesie no na pie honam nani obia mra future life yaso ye ho na de ba kwa mesa aka ho asem ne infections aye haye ene ye se flu bi aba ni nyina ya ho griti ahodo ho ebuo ni padua na nkasa wo ba yaso de apomudin ko a wo da chi na ebo ho ban ma de aye onne echina bi de aye obi na echina bi betima yo entintina o ma yare mfa no mum ebra future life ho bra be di bi na nsiesie ni padua no wo liver no kidneys na ho ode ko form no ebe boost na se be ma no so ene prostate ha mema ne bebre ni nyina infections ba mema ne mema fonfon ebi aye mre ni nyina infections emma mema ne nya prostate problem ne ade man bi so nya cervical cancer bebre nim so mo jonso pia na diabetes bebre majority ni infection enya diabetes na ma wo jonso so obi amra ya so ho ne mo na so full alignment main office no bibia ho abra na enu ni nkomo ho eboa nkasa future life edua na wudi na etu nyare wa free mu
yemfa number no entudwa bia na obi si fem Africa mu a that the number no fatu jamae
0246 01 another 01 50 0246 01 50 and a number for 0242 87 80 90 0242 87 80 90. Yeah, Juma Edwada Ediko Semeneda.
All right. Mamen kwa homano so na mene Isaac enkodi nkomo kakra wo so wa dance die bi na future life on. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning.
Na ho ye de?
Na me adom.
Right. Also wa dance die bi for future life on. There na ya aboa wo.
Future life aboa me beble na because me dia dance ya.
Jantuah FM.
Adiabachi. Efri se me a wutimi nkan yare bi ba me so pa ema me yefunu ehono yi eye kase pa na ene yehu adekodia ama yefunu eye kase sa inti no bi kasa ye dia bo na ade but ye to anomo clinic ye koye no na mo so ejise mu twa scan ene be me yehu adekodia
KuroYiMuNsem fan.
So mu twa scan omu tire krata ena omu same group no kase ni bi hospital bi na me fanko na hospital e di ka ko dominance ye ko ye no ena omu se yanko the following day ni asamba te me ile to anomon future life alignment here ya call na de pupu ya mami ni and also okay letter and also liver cancer ena abayifu no mu liver na emre nti oma mi future life ebi ni bi osan mami ni tonic liver capsules oma mi tea ka ena me di ba be ye ya me adum yefu no ni na twetwe
wow
isi ma ya kama sa wuhumi na se katro se me na mi yefu no punu wan ya wunyi ni
wow
future life we see SCCM ya me na mo SCCM libri
wow
bia otiminka o wiase ya me weekend adansi ni ni kruto do obia na me say eti obia otiminka bia ahobi wo so wana mo parliament here kwa ka future life ni bi ne di biane udi no ena o yade wo mu no so asiye
wow
won to future life so enu ana wonya me future life me confirm obi bia wo wias the future life and number 1
wow
ya one among the people na madansi dia medi wo so na me ba ma obi ha
Isaac
me da mo ase
enso ye da ase bi
mama me di sa dansi a tire wias na
da se Isaac eno no na say liver cancer ya diagnose no at the end of the day was also creating ascites just say the funu ashe and we di aduane pa ma na boa no ebusia agiman so wo so agiman se ne de no mama na nka ha no agiman
yes sir
machi
ya eja
na pomu ye de
na me adom
ye de nyame ase o so wa dance di no ye de he
dance di ni se da de di kametia atiafo nyina
omo joso
me to aduru mo ma ase
okay
na ni BP nam 170 100 plus
wow
na you know 1 month to pay call check up no na aduru 135 74
wow
135 but that's the no see ya na ma me na se me to bi mre no
na wo mfie say
over 60 years
60 years
yes
wow
na no wait pa
that's good
and so for yeah no amani wait ni na ba fam na ne na se kura peja
wow
am I ko hospital no mo person mo de no mo kan na yesa operation but nyame adom okoye ni nti this time round okra and doctor so ma 2 months time mama 1 month 1 month
wonderful
okay
Ajimai ye better sifa e wo dance di
no da nyame ho
daddy
yeah
say o hwe we ascites I mean nefuahye liver cancer very I mean men can say why do last stage na nesa
wadru kra
wadru awu anesa men can say until death ne de yen ka say last stage but then wadru say stage na che say awiwi kra na we so de 60 years and if you are looking at BP no maybe a rise could do and then having it at 74 diastolic nwanwa de na we
che say so we future life ni me wo mu a jisa woto bo ase makuma na radio so ne time no de ya say a contain inulin selenium modicare dietary fiber omega 3
wow
high in protein entino aduane no eniema yasa ne de agumo no bibi wo mu esa natural
wow
enti hwe obi ne pressure akọ 170
and the age no so
yeah na e wo soro I say ya mani nura ntimi mafom na aduane na sese ye de ma no na ntimi regulate no
yeah
na yetima ya hwede hepatitis ni na furu asa ye kesi
yeah
ebi ko ya se ne nsuo kure ya begina ho
enya ye kesi de na esi
nsuo ya begina ho na wo liver ne nsuo ya gina ho gise ye kwa na ye twe nchiranka urade so obae no ye de ye kyerɛkyerɛ ne aduane
wow
ye betuatua wo nuane nso me say wutimi di so man ye a ene ye de ye ubia say ekọ me say yaduane die no enkoyie saa o man na ye wo mu no yaduane nyina asai ye nsu asai ye mfana ma asai ena lastly ye kasa so asai nti no eniema bi nkoyie saa na se ye kirewo na se wutimi di so de a papa no live ni no etuetua ni nuane ampa so odi so right bi se nuane bi wo ho a aha ye kwa ho ba wo ba ye ho de a ye be kirewo se aduane we menni na emwa wo radio so de okoka obi ka se wo se na adwumenti eni nti wo ba ye be tuetua wo nuane bi a ye ma wo nie na ampa so se odi so de a ebe boa wo wonderful enti ye kirewo se future life na ye aduane enye eduro na wo nom ye aduane na wudie enti de ya hihye nu ne ye ma wudi na nopa as breakfast awia no wodi wa wukuru moduane de ye be kirewo e mo wadie na anwumre wasa the future life sa wo koda na anom life tonic ne ka ho a bibia nkire se dudu no yes bibia nkire se yare ye wo no enko ye yare pen ye nua ye maame ye papa ye busuafo ayare pen oguso ampo yare anye se atwa na emom ye kire wo se aduane nwanwaso ba akopɛ aduane no ye natural food supplement niam ewom nyina ye natural ye natural yi ene yasa abo na duro ye wo ena asase so yasa de galanso ye ho nsuo nti aduane ba akono de wo from no nye na de wo soro so nye so ho eno nti se wan pe bibia mfa balance no a wo be ye se nyame na afre nyankopon so wo mfrɛ wo ubusa nyankopon wo mfrɛ obia na wo kuroma ne nyame afrɛ mu aka no so eno nti mesraw se aduane papa ho asɛm ne ye ka no sei no papa no de eme den se wo se me nkora wo kan me nkai nkora na waka se me ne na kwahyehyɛ ho we are no yade me ne kwahyehyɛ ya se wo yade a wo kan yade a wo kan nwanwa kora che se awere ho utumi so ne yere mo bre ya wo be kwa no me wo fa se bi saa ne good advanced stage okọ me kona me tua ne nuane a also aka wu ba ko pa mewu no makọ serious ampa no okọ no agya ne ma ho che say yade ha adwen nti ye kan form out say didie right na aduane ba ko pe ene be boa wo any future life ye adwuma adwara di ko se memene da ye wo ho ya top o memu ba bia sure enu ntitie numbers na frɛ yen ifrin kran ede ko ambassador beto aso yo ebi wan kran bi wotakrade mampon sunwane munti ya to apiti o eti obi amra ya so ho main office so full alignment numbers 0246 01 another 01 50 0246 01 another 01 50 ba ko se 0242 87 80 90 0242 87 80 90 omo se ateka omo asthma bibia e ha biara ya so obi ohumi ensuso onante kakra no abrena ne na ase atatai na me dabia me ka se ma no munhwe be mani yo efisa obema yare a oba no e no problem efisa crash no kasa do oba na ire kura mo boche de no yare no osa ba biom na nanim ate bi mpo de man hu no na ya na me ba bi be boa me on ne hu no no say osa wo ya kama sa fisa na de kru yare no utim sa de na to no so enti ma mo hwe mu kru de ye mo mpenuane bi so mo baage mo mo nkwa adwuma fisa me ma ne fia ye ni ho obi a hwe ne kru edi yakopon jamu nyina eda CP ambassador future life on nsem no me sofo ani chem na sofo line alignment ho na so yekese na nkasa ewo na wonomu entumi mu ane dinuane pa na ensiesie yade bi ha obia no nuane no ebebo amu ade wo ho yenko eye Ghana gross akache na afi enwuma ho nsem omma ye adekire kakra wonse duru fiada se ya mabunu nwuma ho ayeden badom na bie yani embie hu nwuma abusua ama ye se yetimi take advantage of yenko makache mrase sia sanse enei wonomo ene nipa pinu ahia edidi nkomo a wo mo hwe kwan a efa so a wonomo nwuma a wabie no etumpon yenti nkomo twetwe ni bi mrase sia.
Hello, my good people of Ghana, it's your girl Yabita back again with another sweet episode of Ghana Grows Ejuma, the program that shines a spotlight on the amazing things happening in the agricultural, technical and vocational sectors. In part 1, we heard Gertrude's inspiring story from how she turned her kitchen into her little ice cream factory. In part 2, we'll be speaking to her team, but just in case you missed part 1, here's a quick recap. When you think of ice cream, you probably think of sugar, milk, and maybe a stomach ache later. But what if I told you that one woman is creating healthy, colorful, and delicious cold treats from her own kitchen?
Hello, my name is Gertrude Boklo, the CEO of Popsicles Ghana. At Popsicles Ghana, we create delicious desserts with Ghana's fruits and vegetables. Welcome to Ghana Grows Ejuma.
Business is a scary thing. It's a risk that you take at first. It's a leap into something you don't even know about, and then you just take that risk. If somebody wants to take that risk like you, what would you tell them?
I'll tell them that they should take the step. First of all, you have to identify yourself. You have to know what you want, and then you take the step. You might not be financially stable, but then when you do it consistently over time, you realize that whatever you're making from that small enterprise, when you reinvest it, the enterprise becomes bigger by day.
They say teamwork make the dream work, and we see it right here at Popsicles Ghana.
My name is Beshiba Brakuhiampa. I'm here to train for popsicles, cones, and boba and gelato. I'm a baker and I wanted to upgrade myself, and then I wanted to add new things to my products. So I went through my social media handles a lot and I saw Popsicle and I decided to join her training. And then through a lot of reviews, I decided to choose her, and then when I came, she's the right person. Since joining, I've learned a lot and I was so excited. She's a nice person to be with. She's a nice teacher. Whatever you want, any question, anything that you don't even understand when you ask, she's there to teach you everything.
Then when I Lucy, my dollar school, I'm a fafi be ni matona impupu si ba fajo school. I'm a fafi me mabaso new video up my vocation school. Atamefa. Ne placement do ne me school. Me ye home economics wape le food me. No me vivi na enembe. Me va fi me nyande ko akai me va via me ba je new video so me nyanu gede che me na kunwa wa. Popsicle wawa. Me ye event we. Me son gede che event me pon vovo we.
My name is Presla Afenu. I completed SHS, that was in 2022, and I came here to work with them. But unfortunately, I got pregnant and now I'm a single mother. So I came back to learn and get money and take care of my child. So my journey so far, now I'm learning new things, like I know how to make cones, popsicle, slash, and all of the knowledge I have acquired here. I'll be able to do something by my own because I know how to make cones, ice cream, popcorn, and slash. So I'll be able to do business when I said I want to.
The hardest part of the job to me is the handling of the machine, the heat on my fingers. That's the hardest part.
The challenge is the cutting, the peeling, and the juicing. That's the hardest part.
I would advise the young ones coming to take a course to upgrade themselves, because there is a lot out there that will benefit you. To have a future, you have to learn and move forward for your future.
Machine ne hon ke wele bumebe no ba sronu asenu dode sika atokpo oji alo akople new video akọ no do kwiwe ni so ke me va fiba kwa me ka je ne mejo ya pa ma to we e ma po e ga video le meje.
The best part of me working here, going to events, seeing people taking my ice cream, my cones, my popcorn, I feel good and happy. I would like to tell women like me that handwork is a good thing. Giving birth doesn't mean your life has ended or your dreams have shattered. No, you can learn handwork No one is going to take the work from you unless you are dead.
I bring you greetings from the management and team of the Springboard Roadshow Foundation, and I would like to salute the elders of the land and also the dignitaries who are here, and to welcome you to the Savannah region of the Springboard Roadshow 25.
Psychosocial support provides guidance, encouragement, and safe spaces that people need to cope with stress, build resilience, and live lives that are healthier.
I will encourage all of us, as this program is here, we will take the opportunity to learn more and start doing something for our own self, bit by bit. And if we are able to do this, I promise you, the unemployment will reduce. We will not depend on anybody. We will depend on ourselves. And our region, Savannah region, will grow. And we, the individuals, we will grow.
Yes, can I get a taste of the mafakes here, no? The pineapples are from Pokwasi, the Pokwasi enclaves, right? This is where I stay. So Gertrude, you're mentioning that you serve at events, kids' parties, weddings.
Sure.
Basically, any gathering that people want that, you show up there. Now, I'm imagining getting this big batch of fruits. For example, these pineapples, you mentioned that you get them from the Pokwasi enclaves. You go to the farmers themselves, or the traders, or maybe there's a middleman somewhere.
Okay, so we go to the farmers directly because that is what reduces our production cost. On the farm, you can get this loaf for like 8 cedis, but when it gets to town, it's 15 or 20 cedis. So then your production cost increases, and then your profit margins are lower. Yeah, so we source directly from the farmers.
Wow, no wonder they taste so good. Now I'm just intrigued. I just want to get to the part where she juices them. I just want to see how it is done. It is simply amazing. Sometimes we're on the market and then we're eating certain foods. We don't even think about how the production came about. And then before we realize, we just have them, the end product, and we're happy. Sure. But today I get to see all of it, and I'm really excited. Please.
Okay, so we'll use the speed juicer to juice our fruits.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so this is the goodness of the pineapple.
That is amazing.
Okay, so it's as simple as that.
Oh. From solid, boom, we've got liquid goodness. That is amazing. Now we're done with the, the slicing and then the juicing of the fruits, and we're getting ready to put them in the molds. Now, Gertrude, you were telling me something about sweetening something. So this is the pineapple one.
Yes.
This is the watermelon.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the raw juice of the pineapple, and then we have the raw juice of the watermelon.
Okay.
And I would want you to try them and then give me a review.
Okay.
Then we sweeten with honey for you to try that as well. And then we use the plant-based sweetener for you to try that as well.
Okay.
I want to get your review.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the raw juice.
This is the raw pineapple juice.
Yeah.
This is amazing. It tastes like there's sugar in it already.
Sure.
So this is the one with honey in it.
This is the one with honey.
Oh, okay. So this is slightly sweeter than this, but it still seems like the good kind of sweets. And this one is the plant-based sweetener. Okay. I'm telling you, it's so hard to tell the difference between these three. Like, it's because I'm here and I'm seeing it, so I'm able to say, oh, okay, this is the honey one, this is this is the raw one, this is the honey one, and this is the one with the plant base. But they taste the same. And I love the way they taste. Oh my god, Gertrude, this is amazing.
Okay.
So let's get into it.
Okay, so I'm coming to take you through how we do the popsicles. If we say popsicles, some people say, is it abele walls? Okay, so the local abele walls, they use the cups.
Yes.
But with the popsicle, we use the molds.
Oh,
and
okay.
these molds are not made here. We import them for use. They create the popsicles in the shapes that you want. So we have the flat mold, we have the heart shape, we have the triangle, and so on and so forth.
Oh, okay.
And then depending on the event you have and how you would want your popsicles to.
Modiano nafi umuntumi emwa opa na yesa wo ya ne se obefrɛ mo number yi na watumi ede wo hu ashim 0308 255 775 0308 255 775 and I'll be dial star 718 star 50 hash star 718 star 50 hash na odo hu ewrem na bibia etumi akoyesha no so se Mastercard Foundation and Springboard Roadshow Foundation mo na akabo mu abribia ye de Ghana Gross Ejuma ehonsem ede ebro but ensem no edoso anopei ensem gu apono so maka cho say Alan Kwadwo Chirematen nei movement for change now turn to United Party emu nsensem ahodo pi no a eba enkomodie ekosupi Ira Brian Echampon so our pre Frankatuni akonwa no ediama eye NPP amanuku no ono so gire mu bia opre no wose ose de wagistia no every Dr. KuroYiMuNsem etino say the front seat no de ono ana ebetna ho emunsem ahodo ba former health minister Dr. Bernard Okoboy HSA agenda 111 no health minister and provide a update ewo ho se akwa wokuku sisen sanse ho nsem no ehia Ghana is IMF ye hwe ni mu Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Johnson Esiama Kasa say in 2026 ye be free IMF program ni mu na IMF so de projections ahodo pi no anso abeba in fact se wo hwe a se de etie no emu nsem no edoso chese sisi amaya hodo pi no ano wo munyini no 2025 or the ababa betudwa a wo chim say Ghana 2025 ne yehwe ni mu say yenyini ye GDP growth no betumi agina 4.0 by the end of the year na ehonsensem ni nyina endamu a currently ni nyina ebeye enkomodi intwe homra na afi ye medi nkomo ensem no edoso ofie eba isi azie ka say private schools no nso omoso enya kwanya I say aban support wo with 994 Ghana cedis student bia say free SHS no wono nso private schools no see a school for no enya chefa ewu mu a ehonsem no ye ni gisem ma wo fo omoso ma ko private school no e ba isi ana de akachi no edoso ya bedi nkomo kunsuo ni mu no eso bete
right ona okoshe na namu fu soldiers ne de omuka se open nipa oboa wo mu pa ono a fu soldiers na wuti a okoka na fu soldiers ne babo because fu soldiers ne de omuka se open nipa oboa wo mu pa dia ono a Kofi, good morning.
Morning nana fu nyina ba ha check akra multimedia group kumasi what technique na those days need follow from was cry those days love FM the seja Ashanti region na umudu ti follow actually in Shabaka we school at the Concran, the entire. So I'm happy to come back to have a conversation with Fifi for say everybody any Fifi in a bidding common and Asante mine. So Akasa. I'm very happy to be on this platform.
Na position ben for the sake of Obi Bia.
Yeah.
Na position ben na now kuta na oyeden at that time.
We then I would say
Nep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You until Nep no mampani that Kufuado edibai say yɛbɛhwɛ na ankrankran adwuma ene adwuma a start for the first startups no yɛbɛgugu nsunsuo na afefe ye 2016 manifesto no yɛde hyɛ mu sɛ yɛbɛset up entrepreneurship support agency a yɛbɛhwɛ sa akwan no so eti president so ba yɛ no na NDC for aye bibia on friend youth enterprise support so 2014 na president Mahama
yeah
under the office of the president it instead so obesan start for no and all the executive instruments edane no national entrepreneurship and innovation program say ankrankra upese wudi dwumadi entity a obenya no na ebetimi di amount bosia a wo pe edi udwuma na ebetimi di amount grant a obetimi di udwuma no na ebetimi di amount afei entrepreneurship ya onyuma bi from enterprise support organizations omo na omo eboa etete emabunu na omo wo sa space ni from hubs obrofum nti kumasi ase bi wa ha kese omo e na workshops ni training echeche omo nso support ya be mo because we build o mana kese we build ecosystem no omo nso nya hoden na kese omo nso ahoden no mo de kwa akobua nti yen time say we had a grant of about $7 million from the World Bank ya de boa sa entrepreneurship support organizations no yesus no from hubs no enti wo yes ye dwumadi na akese entity sikasem mumwa afei ankrankra na omo eye dwumadi wo ho no so omo mwa e be free power no ye bibi e friend startup act draft I present this for bombe hwe no ma pass
right
no na e be hwe na said ye wo India and other emerging economies omo leverage technology e dey develop na incentives and emra o matintim a eye deliberate and ma o makase we dey ye dey aboa startups say dey be ya omuko mu be ye den na da action startups ya be kese ne nso ye bi eti o start operate bi a first 5 years untua tax e bi a o kra ne ma bi fra buche ba because we startup na o dis animal
we share adwuma ase foforo
no nti sa animal no nye afei e kwa be na ban be fa so ama o krata e bi a o kopɛ regulatory support bi FDA Ghana Standards Authority Registrar General's Department inti ecosystem no ehun sema ankrankran nwuma no ebehia amana ye nyina na yatintim ni nyina de ahye emra no say we na ban so afam no oye no de boa ebeboa masa ne mana ye tembia ya na ye kan examples bebre about Silicon Valley for instance o share send free Google, Apple, Facebook, WhatsApp, any technology organizations akasia omo GDP omo friend is saying
omo
sikasem no kra so chan bia countries bi GDP ni ade no enye se omo fitin ya na ba ye ho no sa opportunities ni wo ho ma mabunu no nti o school kra otiminya kwanya start edua sa adwuma no because aban support na eden ebeba
yeah
omo angel investors omo so musika be shem omo venture capitalists omo ho nti eye deliberate amman na omo atumpon a omo startups no konkro nyuma na afa na efitin ase no aye ni nyina no mutintim hwe se we ni enso de isi ho ama sa startups no se de be ya omo dwumade be de ebe ko so ene na aboa ama omumu aye du a so wonya 10 cra to said America for enye ya esum wiase nyina na nse say the richest man in the world Elon Musk yes in the company the technology ya no use so ni value $500 billion first person ni sika sama drew $500 billion onon kwa ni de wo no adwuma no value no de trillions meanwhile ICT answer no yede o use ya to hear Dr. Barima say ni kasa bi obaka bia o kan say first industrial revolution ya ka chire second ya ka chire third ya ka chire na fourth one ya ICT de I was say ya jire ho pa because any bit my use ide alifrogo na brofro o ma de anim kura yen ka chire pi if you say uhwe wiase mpuntuo say ye kuyasem say ye mfidijuma say ye yasetram say ye social issues problems are ye say ye so nyina na ye sa ICT fourth industrial revolution na ye leverage ide ɛde aso as say ade abegina so pa ya de friend artificial intelligence AI any internet of things IoT ni nyina yɛbɛboa ni nyina fapem no ɛyɛ sɛ any IP no ɛbɛhwɛ so.
The 17th day in the month of October okropon bese yadom ɛde akyɛn Ghana mu nsɛm no de ya na ɛdɔso anɔpɛ baabi bia wote enka bia no ɛyɛ Ghana nti ya trase na epempi no trase na wo hwɛ ɔman no a ufiri mu no a na ubu nkompo hwɛ wachi baabi a ebi efiri mmɔfra bre mu de ba uhu ɔman ni baabi efiri ɛne baabi a yɛduru ya ɛyɛ na wo nsusuye mu ɛne wadwene mu no ya na ɛte wo sɛn uhu Ghana sɛn epempi mitrase na mehwɛ sɛdeɛ ɔman no asɛ yɛgro atopre wɔ ne yiyedie ho ne nkɔso ho a na ma rehu bebre na ne nyinaa no adeɛ baako a edi enya asɔman akɔ ete sɛ yɛni adwene a yɛka bɔ mu sɛ yɛyɛ baako na yɛde aboa wɔ man ne tumpɔn badadeɛ baako a yɛadwene ɛwɔ ho kɛse ne deɛ nipa bi benya peseminkumnya ɛne adi furupɛ ɛna ɛha ɔman no wohwɛ wachi ɛde besi saa bere ya ɔmo a yɛ wɔn adwene sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛboa ɔman no nyinaa no ebe wi ase no na yehu sɛ wɔn ama ɔman no enwunu etia na metena se na medwene na mehwɛ Ghana sɛ mbisa me ho sɛ ntia bibi man mu a yɛse ɔman yɛnya fa ahodie yɛade yɛ ho freedom and justice yɛwɔ fa ahodie no ntia mpa so ɔman no yɛnya fa ahodie ampa na because nkrataa bi wɔ hɔ na wofa na wohwɛ ɔman hu kuntabuo ahodoɔ no a na wora ho wofa nkrataa ni bi pa na wobiem na wohwɛ nkuntabuo a ɛfa ɔman no ho a na wora ho asɛ yɛfa ma ahodoɔ sofuo bi na bedi ɔman no so a wɔn ni ɔman no ho dadwene enti mpempi no bɛhwɛ nkuntabuo mu no na ɔman no enwunu ɔman no mogya oblidi ankasa because ɔmo a ebedi anim bɛda nnwuma no bedi ɔman n'anim ɛwɔ akwanɛsɛ nyinaa so no pɛsɛminkumnya ɛne sɛ adifurupɛ ɛka ho nti no yɛnwene ɔman no ho yɛ ɔno benya ɛne na busua yiedie ɛnko ane hia no ti Ghana ɛbrɛ badaka me ne wo so ɔman no ɛbɛyɛ yi a ɛnwumwe abere bia yɛbɔ a ade a ɛba makoma mu ne sɛ enti ɛyɛ na ɔmo etie no ɛne mpanimfoɔ so a ɔmo wɔ ɔman mu ebi nte nwumwe da na sɛ ɔmo nte nsɛm we ntie nwum no mu nsɛm ana sɛ ɛbɛyɛ yi a na gyina yɛn so ɛnura na mehwɛ Auditor General's report na mehwɛ no bi akɔ so na me flash back nso Public Accounts Committee wɔn mo tena ase a wɔn mo tietie enwumakua no mpanimfoɔ bi ɛdeda no sika nkrɔfoɔ asɛn no aban enwuma mu sika yɛso ɔman no ɛhwere anke ebetumi de adi dwuma pa bi abo ɔman no ana mera ho I was very sad na wohwɛ a ketasehye predream kankan corruption enya de foforo na emum sɛ yɛanhwɛ yie ne yɛntu aseɛ anhwɛ yie anyɛ nhyehyɛ bi sɛ yɛde betu ase a ɛno ne ade a ɛsɛ ɔman no ade a ɛma ɔman no ɛbɔ fam akɔyɛ kutwa a ɛda ɔman no ho a ɛku ɔman no asɛ wohwɛ ɔman a yɛtim na abiribia yɛbɛbɔ no aban nnwumaku ahodoɔ sika sei ɛne yɛahwere wɔ hɔ na ebinom wɔ hɔ a sɛbe yɛka ne saa ɔmfa nyansa bia nto ho na manyosɛm ɛne hia no kyɛ ɔman no yiedie nti no na odimirika no wo defend such people na odimirika na ɔmo a yesusu sɛ wabɔ ɔman no korɔ no na yɛn yankasa enka ɔman no yiedie no ho behia yɛ na ɔman no di yie a yɛn so yɛbɛdi yie no yɛn ordinary Ghanaians no yɛhyɛ ase defend saa nkrɔfo wi efiri kwasi kokɔ brɛ so ketasehye awo bibini tirimu Ghana ni tirimu firi hɔ a buni nua fa so sɛ obenya bibia firi broni hɔ eji obebu ni nua na fa so ɛde ɛho emfaso ama broni na oman no abre efiri saa abre no a de ba besisi enya yefa ahodie de besi ndei saa dwen no ni saa moja bone no a eye pesaminkuminya moja no da so ewrani weyemu a yenyene se ni duduo na ye die hia yen but obi konya ba bi tra de ono nko abedie ne de obeye ne hia no osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah o can say we was the worst form of imperialism is corruption. The worst form of imperialism is corruption. Ketasese pray dream kankan no. Yes, o my yenya fa hodie. Yade ye ho. Kwetikoko nhye yesu biem. Ye nhye obiase and freedom and justice. Ade a emia ye pa sesei a de ye hye nkoaso aye kutwa eda ye ho e katasese pray dream kankan. Bade ne ka fa ho. Unimade na Nkrumah pese wo ka. Na opese ye de ani si so se ade a ehu netimi boman. Is something na all ka ho nsem se ani besi so se ade a ebetumi asɛ oman. But eno na nei yesoso so oman mu. 1960 as a statement o make ye about 65 years ago. Still oman no eduru sɛn. Oman no eduru sɛn. Ketasese predream kankan ye de ano asi so sɛ ye fight no sɛn. Aban bi e ba na wato mrade. Me ba enemy stop corruption. Ena me ba me ye say. But uwura mu pa no a omu a ekoto enoma ewo aban enwuma mu. Asoya hodo. Asoafo ahodo a omo de contracts ahodo ema omo ye adwuma wa aban mu ebu oman ne fa so. Ye tro sukuu dan a yesi ye besie na wo hwe dampon ba miensa sukuu dan bi a yesie ne ye ka ho sika kyerɛ wa hwe yi a kyese na ye wo se twahwe krono fita ne ye bɔ oman no sika nka bi ho no mo ebetumi aye bibi foforo de abo oman no ne ya sɛ no kwa etwa bi agum ye mo obi contract so onko ye kwan eni 6 months ofa kwan no so apotos nko a enso ye bo sika ne din kyerɛ wa millions of dollars ne ya sign contract no accountability obi amfa ho okoye pɛ ne de aye amanyonsɛm sɛ de omaiti MPP NDC obi e ka de opɛ just because ibiana because Ghana eni ofa eni abusua pani enti no bebu oman ne fasoa ye de opɛ bia na okɔ aban bia o ba bia hye bo so obɛkɔ ketasese predream kankan. I can remember 2016 ebrana na nado danko akufuado Ghana man pani da dai ba ban yɛte hu nsɛm bebre ketasese maama kora de yɛse maama corruption kyese jasem ketwa yɛte wayome asɛm na gosi sɛ wayome na de bɛka ho nsɛm de yɛ campaign yɛ hu sɛ kyese saa time no ketasese predream kankan no oman ne yɛmpɛ enti abanya obɛba no ɛna nado danko akufuado ɛhyɛ ho bɔ sɛ obetu ho ana monu atu ase de amaye. But from 2012 to 2024 and that Facebook no join your Facebook in 104.5 share the performance of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo from 2016 very very poor when timia mebone ho modin bi amfa amwa 43 40 41. In fact, the no blame no performance was better in the fight against corruption than him. 2020 43. Obe free abaimu. Ni asa drop it about 42. Corruption no. Na unsusu sika yahre emfie so edeba. Chese at 2024 no. Na yahre sika kese pa as ohwe irregularities akoso ewo memu a 2024 de stand out to be the highest 18.4 billion Ghana cedis enye sika ketwa ye tie sa boshe no na oman na almost say o mine any ejiri o mine any hiase ye behhehye ena monto mame na memra na mehhehye ni ye ni enya ade yen stop corruption. We were still near area enkoyie. Share the performance 2024 sikase ye ene o man kabo hwe ba bi eda ketasehye pro dream kankan hwe ba bi ene nam. It is a uhemu 2014 5 million, 2015 505 million. Ni yeko 2021 yeko ye nimpati uhemu 2021 e won enim 17.4 billion. 2024 and they the highest no. Tis all said ye and she said join your Facebook in 104.5 neighborhood said ye etie no a chira will say metie na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo from 2016 and rana metie ni videos ni bi ne said ye ne ni abre say abanya na ewo ho that time 2016 e very corrupt enti ehu hia se ye true sa ban ni free so emo oba na obeko ketasehye program kankan. There's no reason say obeka say on to Akufo-Addo because akoma no a na ode ka sa asem no untimi hunu sa akoma no ba ne yete no ano na no na ode ka ne de na seriousness ewum. But this is the results. Ebasa na chese o man no unhu ne ye pese ye no. From that time ede ba nyina no ye bisa ye ho se o man ne pese gina sei contract de be obi a no abu afa so na no public accounts committee obi akoto monitor computer yi ni tiri ya ese TV wakoto no 80,800 million ade a obetumi enya bikura less than 15,000 ya kesika bomu akoto ase sika sei ubisa no say it was an error ohun de wo kankura bani nyina ye betwe afam ti wo behwe nipa sei no wo party card bi wo party bi mu o sheba bi nti esa no a no mo ne na makire ne awurawura mu na asem no aye bibie wo ho ene ye nyinu wo man ne ye say wo man no right from KuroYiMuNsem back PDS nsem back galamsey corruption tetia no ma bebre ene ekoso but ye jai na wo man no enyinu because aban bia ba o shebo me ba meko ketasehye program kankan me ba mehwe no matu ase obi ani wa wo ba onkasa de yonko ye kromfo anase wo ba man ne kro no but the wiye no ya na ekosisen. I don't blame them because yen Ghana fo na ye ka ho ne ya gisa culture na tum oh amanyofo de ene ye ya o mbewia ye mfia no ntum mo machi yie emom hu sa de no mo ye no e ya de a e tan na mu o man no because yen ankasa kura no so a ye tetetete o man ni mu no yen anso kura nso ye yesa ye corrupt and the school placement ya bai a ye place hwe awofo bi kotua 8,000 6,000 ebi kura go to the extent of 10,000 so be school papa for them so be replace omudi ne ba no be ko school papa ono na ko badwoso no okotua sika ma obi a ono no te ba bi use computer no e de e dane ade no de na to ba bi fofo yentia ne na no minister be ka say omo arresting crofo bi for such act ne no manoma because yankasa ya ma ho kwan ya ma de na be ye culture etidi o tua no ensuro so o tua ena de o gye sunsuro se ade na o gye no kra ne bibi won because ba enu a saa na yete enti saa na yete suban no wo yemu se wo man no edwiri wo man no ena wo hwe ka ebo man no just 2024 nko ade 8.4 billion irregularities na unim sika we no se yetimi keka ne nyina bomu a unim sukusu de dodo a betumi aboa enkwada enuase suade omo school dance apa akwan a enye ensuo yiri na nkrofo fa binum fie a omo hia mmoa ne ade no unim mmoa betumi aboa but all these monies koni pa bi peseminkum nyafo abrofo a abaifo omo mpa oman ne yi na ekobo but ya ne yan so yakota omachi ne ya support omo because yan ankasa kura no in our own small way no yes I corrupt Eda so phobia corrupt, a teacher phobia corrupt, police for crowd ye encouraging a crown, now you come once a million yasam get one. Behe Obia in a small way, no, epese Saketa separate dream can watch us and Mujani be winning. Ye need doma mine to a mining munyo. It's ye bisau. Said ye no pebi be a only piano. Dano Aquarabia Samoka, where we school at Tron a license ye chat. But see a bit place no benya baby a coseno. I just would Trieska for employment. Something a yet the right to say utiminya, the right to be employed, the right to work. Just would Triahon bribe, Trieska, Mubinya Kukudro Jake. O my baby a Timono. A dear near ye home as o mine. Ye de see ya near see a deco. Yet one or the general, no the abano the bigum, near above billions of cities. Ye danisi kana dollars be near seno. Yen carry oh, and this for bas, I don't bear, MVP for bas, I know Mudia man for the sa, and ya jatu na bear culture. To be a bar with all impunity, no old middle minor. Ye konya kone say. Ye was Rajawa. And you make winning ye tutu o manu chese ye tutu o mosin because ni nyina kwasha manyosemu aban mampani ne bebo sraji ni pani din wabo aban lawyer pani din auditor general wabo ni din enti enwumakuo no a OSP kura no aban no mampani no ene beyi no enti nipa eso mo hwe institutions a ese timi ensure accountability ne yakonketa se predream kankan no eye aban mampani ene yi wo mo enti mibisa wo ebe dan ne etimi akone yi because as was serving a master as we protecting aduma, and these are the challenges we have in this country where we have to look at ye mra no ne nsesan bia ebe ye beboaye enye sa de a ese forget it. Now mami quickly memfa wonko eye China for mrem kakra wo mu law na hwe nanu yi akra omu former minister ye hwehwe mu a omu sisika wabo mine ka $38 million yesi yenkuku no eso asotwe ne si yenkuku no ya sentencing it to death. And this wo na mra da ho se yetimi ekun unyunu wo man no a yebekun a e du bi sa ho se die nti na China ekoso e be bi na ko Jantuah tena ha no wo ka China reforms om de aba amendments on corruption omo mra no mo hwe ya na enye no emmoa e makata se predream kankan no enko fem no omo ye nsakiraye e man se o ma pagya asotwe animu to the extent say opese obokro no a wusuro to include even death penalty. Or say Article 383 of their criminal law, or more amended, or say whoever commits the crime of corruption shall be punished in light of the graveness of the crime, according to the following provisions. 1. If the amount involved in the corruption is relatively large, or there is any other relatively serious circumstance, the convict shall be sentenced to imprisonment of not more than 3 years or criminal detention in addition to a fine. 2, or say if the amount involved in the corruption is huge or there is any other serious circumstance, the convict shall be sentenced to imprisonment of not less than 3 years but not more than 10 years in addition to a fine or forfeiture of property. 3. On womumra no said the ECD so any anodin shetre no or say if the amount involved in the corruption is especially huge or there is any other especially serious circumstance, the convict shall be sentenced to imprisonment of not less than 10 years or life imprisonment in addition to a fine or forfeiture of property, or if the amount involved is especially huge and especially material losses. But one more minus wash a japadie binoma bia. Or say material losses have been caused to the interest of the state or the public, the convict shall be sentenced to life imprisonment or death penalty and a forfeiture of property. Ebi no mdi aye former agric minister for China no. Yese wabo mine krono through bribery ni adenti no. Wamo mine ahwiri sika. Waye de ensem fatenti no. Yenkokunu a death penalty. This is very deterring. A yade ma o ticket as a dream kankan e wo China ube suru. So but what is our loss? Yen mra no. E ya ni afifa mu ani aye the politics. Ni aye ni sa ni de namu a na yeko. And these are some of the things I see yen sachaye na yehu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now the supreme leader. He said there, "Oh, dom kesiye no brosumpu." One thing is, your laws no are they fight corruption no. Are very ineffective, and so encourage corruption. Adia ba konso eka ho. Eye sa ba ko no a yes plead bargaining no. And also encourage corruption, and that culture e bleed wo man. We must look at it. Say beya say sika we nyina eboa no a ka ni baby o man ne yebekọ ka ni baby ayadu de bie kobo besia just because adwempone and yenso eti ye baby nketwa no say ye teacherfo say ye adwumafo ahodo na no public accounts committee they are making, they are all involved. If it's one more sheko to no parliamentarians ni we no nko, but some of the people, public servants and yagro, very very bad, and we have to look at this. Mamenko quickly eye manso nyankomase na enano asem bisi ho Isaac Nsia unit committee member na yesi asrafo abobotuo bi ho yenkodi nkomomra Isaac. Good morning, yet say.
Good morning, sir. You know the ho ye na mo so e.
Adom ye ho ye.
Ye the Christian say.
Siama mosi asrafo atututu anipa num aka wo mo de na course wankasa.
Odaroma nda wase ene mo ye die papa ne asumfi amhwe de ma o man Ghana. Se mate se di bisa akoso na to mo nsan mo bu sanyemu. Inya ya che ya dwene e wo ho medamase. But ona bo odaroma se de me kan nyina ne se na what you be say ni ni ana mpanimfuo bi eba ye kurom ha. Wanabo assembly maya wadaya no any kumpese hene akwese so hene dadi ase ahime ana omo baaye so mbishi ana nanti omo baaye no ni ehun se enipa miensa bi kan wo mo ho a omo ntare ahyehyɛ omo no omo hye eye gu so omo ye contractafo nti omo ba omo ama dibo mu ane se omo je contract aye yenya ya de nya otumfo etafo aye etafo hene ana ade contract no na wabesi manson kwanta man so na bi kusi apia eso na bi kusi apia so ayi kumpesa hene akwase so hene ana dade asa hene eso wo mo kasa kwanta ta wo ne ho na mo mehia o man ne fama so yeni ampa omo bae ya no omo behia nananom e wo ahemfie ana omo di asem ne to wo mo ani ana nananom ye ne se masem ya mo di abedi e ya sempa na nyambia no DC aye wo da ya no onto ye nkira bia se dwumadie be koso ana pipa bia so meto ya ha aye kire se dwumadie sei ana aban se mo meye e wo ya ha enti mo pipa no amode bae no mo maye bi na yenhwom yehu ba bia ifire aya eba ekaya pipa no a ma amaye bi eti ye ne se ne pepe na amade a monko nyambo nkura de di animu momra ni yenhia na de o mbekire bo nkire wo man yiye ne ente ye ho ase na nanom ye announcement ehia ye twemu a mama mo se mo panyi to kwai enti mama abedi yenka bi nhie ne kwasiada yemu ya ne se mode monyema ni nyina begu bia mo be start adwuma no se mo baye ana mnante be ka kire ye ana ye ko nanam ho ana nam se debi o mo ntimi nya adwuma no ne mfitiase o mo baaye no o mo ka se o mo gas ran aya omo kwa no omo twa no omo gas ne dem no e ho na omo beye enti so omo aba so omo befere ensase dia ani omo ne wo man no mehia na omo ka ho asem ahemfie enti adwuma no de omo mfimi nye enti so omo kwa no na omo beye dia ene wo omo nye abedi abia tie hu ya nso omo start se adwumadie no ewo ya sase no so omo ahafie kata ensase no so ana mlantie no se omo ntiasie ana ye ko ho memenda no ko stop wo mo ana omo di omo mfidie baaye tie ndie wa ha ye ntehwe ibu nwane se adwade ye etwa mu emu ya ne se asrafo ana ye kurom hama o matia fa site ho abo mo ye wo fie betan se etuo ahyasie kasake grau ben dey wuli bi so je ni ku okun free isi awon na enfa ni tire enkwaji ewo wura mu ho na esese yefegu ye ho na ye hu de eko tabi onyom to potro nu asa be dafie ye ro kwa ye wo ye nkwanti ano so ho na on batutu tuo no efe mu a ebe ma asi aka ni panumu sefie ya enna nko anu da ye yi wo mo free aya sabi agurosum edi wo mo abafia ye tete nsem ne ba ye no ye ntini ma biafe ani ye ko se ye be ko disi ho ne dia koda no tete jumadi wo be ko so a ye disi asem ye de koda no a evitanse wo no se wo no de wonim contract no ho hwe e de akirei ana o ka kire se o mu di pipa bi abeto ha aye kire se jumadi wo ana se o mo mra medie let's go ana na sa na tie dia ana na o mu ti mehia wo man no na asomdue nya dai emma na o mu ti di wo mo pe e se o mo koye se adwuma no
enti Isaac
enti e won de ye ntiafie
Isaac enti nana no mo e wo ho ene mpanimfo o pa kire se o mo ba no o mo amma obi ama ne ye se bia ya be wura kuro nim na adwumadi a ye bedi ni
se eda no mo ba start adwuma na na se enfitiase no mo baaye no
enfitiase no mo baaye no
wadawo ma enfitiase mo baaye na no ne se assembly man no wo mo ne baaye ana mo de batu ye nim awo na na mo ahemfie ana ye kire wo mo se ensem we no ye nko ye ntime nka ne ha enti pipe da so se o mo ba ye adwuma wo kurom ha na wo man no so o man no mo ho baaye no o mo ma ya se pipe ni di omo amaye
ba do mo de kire omo de kire mo
omo fa pipe bi anso ankyere ye e dia woni ye ni se ne sa na tie dia ukua da no ne di mo mo mla e metire mo nkire wo man no ye moga no mo metire nanti afi ye adwuma di omo aye adwuma enu na ye huru wo mo biem e ko pem se wo mo abayi a adwuma dai ye fi ye nti afi ye a omo abatoto ye tue
na asase no a o ka ho asem no e de no mbe no so
wadawo ma se mekase wo mu wie na se dwumadie pa sei na wo bedi ne so dia wadawo ma no de menim
na e de ne ko ba ye ma nipa num etuo no e ka wo mo ko se mo ne asrafo no ekoko ana de na mo ye ma etuo etu kan nipa num enumi
wadawo ma ye ma ne ko ba ye nyina ne se ye kwa no obi ankura tu obi ankura se kai obi ankura ba enti wo so mo koye adwuma ne se enkwanta no a wo mo bewura so di akono ye ma wo mo nko ye mo mo metwam enko anu na mo hye ase se wo metutu etu am ya so ho am wo wo mo ye na betwam akọ anu ti na ma say problem wo ba ye no
but na eba ne sa asrafo ene timamufuo sa clashes eta akoso ye ka kasa fidie so ne ade meji se wati bi bebre se asrafo ene I mean yatibi bebrebe mining areas etuo totom ye timikum nipa kra ne ade na enye mo se sa ade ni bi betimi asinti mu nkura tuo mu nkura ma mo betwe mo ho na mo de afa mra kwan so se bia mo fin so mo bu mra so na sinse mo bekwa akọ block kwan ne ma mo nko mo su kura tuo mama na community ne ya na mo nwene ho sa se tuo ne kura wo na se bi nipa adwene mu no bibia atumi si
wadawo ma sabi a wo che de ne kwan so ano no ebi se mi hu ye no manson knan amanfiefo manfefo na pepefo timba tutu otu mu kum obi ankwesi aga na nse abese na otu be mi na sabusumi ni bonte so aya no so sa soja ni so timi akuma assembly man e wo ho a emfaso bia so eni so na de ma me ya sa ne se sa adwuada no a etututu e ko so no adwuada no o mo start adwuma baba pam ya free side e ko baba pam ya be se abahihie moto wo nyina na se mapam ye na se ye ko a eda no kra na munya adwuma ede na na mo so etimu kwa se ense mo so motutu ya chiro
adwuma ba na na mo ye no
e ba cho e woni de da ne de baby ani ani wo a ye adwuma no a ye ba ye ne de sabi me de meka se ye tutobi de adwuma ya na ni ye no wo ho na baby o mo ne ba ye na nkasa de na e wo de na obi ani ho
tutobi di no de na mo ye no ho mo ton tosu ho mo ton de na mo ye no ho
e wo de ye ton tos wadawo ma baby ani ani wo ne de na ye kodi pe ya no oduane
bodi ne e
de na baby ani ani wo de ye pe ayi a da me se ya ne din kakra e wo ho di baby o mo ye adwuma ne de enye ho na ne ye wo
intina mo ye galamsey
ba cho no ho de sana na e ho won ko to wo mo na ho a o mo to wo mo ti o mo dwane ye
sesei o man no pese mo de 2 media obi aka bi mamo but wa wasem a wo kan e kire se galamsey ya ye kan eye illegal mining aban kura ni abre ye tu susa eju susu se sa esu amusun asoman se mo be koso atimi aye those things like galamsey no beto asupam
itacho wadawema ne galamsey no tutiri akura na ye de demonstration no sabi adwuma wo ye adwuma na wo ye enti obi ba se sa mo company enti obi abeto na ka te da so ekire se wato no wo nya nchew no ka che sa de che wo kan se sore ho awo abra manager wo ho na manager ne se won de wonya wo se wato na we te wanton a Antoine se no be sore wo de amano na se manager ne de be ma na na se emfa ema no
enti wan na de ho ma mo se mundi gala no
enye dara fema yesi e badawro ma ye ka yesi asase na nkasa no a omo bedua so eye na namodia obehu na nanom ana wo kodura so ya fa galamsey 720 wadawro ma.
But it's important to say you because it just say ye kabia ma wo a o si yenya wo ne ko ho ne kodidi wasase so and of course there ne koso wasase no so and ye hu ne wo se ekoso wasase no so me atutuo na atoro
wadawro ni pa no kra no omudie no ba bia ha ye ne se enye kuromani na ye se djumadi omudie no enye kuromani eya hogwofo na ye hogwo na bia asase ne ma mo asase na ya bandi a enipa na dosu bidie enipa na ye ne dia wọ́n dẹ̀ dí máa sa ahọ́wọ́ no a wọ́n nso sẹ́ yankuma ti yẹ kurom nkwa na wọ́n bẹ di yẹn nsase efi yẹn nsẹ́m antoine ẹbí sẹ́ edwuma no ẹ̀họ́ ni na mi nso ẹ̀kyerẹ́ ma dwene.
aban krakye mu ehu no deɛ na waka.
bàtà aban krakye yakɔ ne hɔ no ɔno wɔ gyina so kaa sɛ wɔnya krataa yɛ fila bɛn mu ɔkyerɛ sɛ tɛ dwumadie no wɔn mu bɛdi ɔda na di kyerɛ sɛ wɔn anya fam so no mako 100 ayɛ ɛwɔ dc office. Aya no so kra no aba no mu nya nkyɛe enti wo mu ni ba bia saa we ni kwaji di die free ya wo de aba wo be di sa adwumadie no enti ma di si so o ka kyerɛ wo mu sɛ mo di aba bia mo nkosia wo man no na mo ni wo mo ne nkasa sɛ ɛtɔ so mu so mbaba ma yɛ dia na sɛ on de ni mu asɛm ka ɛno nti sɛ ne na ɛnti a ɛbi problem we abai.
Okay. Enti wo de yani be koso edi akiri na yahwe ebrepam se de ebeto fam bia na ebeba mo ho abehwe se de ho nsem si ko why
ifa show matre ti endi enji yesna mo se ba bia dwumadie na koduro no yesem panimfo se o mo mfa dwumadie no nto won kopim se ye be hu ohun su nsanso na ye nye be hu de adi dwumadie be to bi so mfim fa so jafo e merei no mo nkata asase no so nko na ade ti obi di se ade ne ye ne dia enti ya wudi travel dia ene enya nkuma ti kori bi nim se asoja fo nda condemn ye edi free watena edi ya antinu ya papa dia ene ebe hu se kuro no ha be se de nchaboase wadawro ma ebi se wo mu tiri fam lan so wo mu nsem
Isaac
dada
o ye unit committee chairman o ye unit committee chairman
ifa cho no kure
enti o ye pani e wo kuro mu ho enti pani de onkasa yemu no edi sɛ wo insight onkrofo sɛ be ya basabasa yebesi enti mesrew sankasa ye no de emwa why
But so wakasa wadawroma ore machuma sai
right
ese mo de ma fomo fanche ne na de ya mu hu to mama ye na de wo mama asoja fo ne entidie no enfra asase no so enkopum se be kan asase no nsem bewie
right
wo mu ye da night asoja fo na fa ye kuro ni nyina ne kwa ne so nyina fa aye wo mu gu so mo wi adwuma ne saa de ko 500 acres na wo ba ba ye wa abra kuro ni mpanimfo eni ho hwe na maza ho anti enema we wo de ko adwuma nti eye
right Isaac yene aban krache nso be din komo we chire ni no ma na ya hwe ba bia ho nsem so efa why
ifa che wadawro ma me da sim da fie buru
yeah that's it all right in show 104.5 we manso nyankomase na esi wo ho asrafo kra bonipa enum etu amoma prepra no ho nsem ne yakodi mo enkomo of course aban krache ye hwe ni mu se ho nhyehyɛ no say na esi echo if indeed land no kra nipa bi na occupy so dada at least there should be a form of compensation and same pin we be rase na ye hu nsem say de esi echo nana kwadwo Jantuah and so ewa ha right are we set to go right Solomon ewa ahoma so Solomon owusu and they Alan Kwadwo Chirematin movement for change and one more launch one party United Party Solomon a leading member of the party Yentino Solo good morning oh okay Solo
Ayogo
Obenigas good morning
Major so bad I'm a position what is a party chairman
hey
of Jantuah
position here there watch me
Director of Communications and Spokesperson.
Okay, the other man, no. Director of Communication. And
yes.
Spokesperson for the party.
Yes.
Wow, United Party. All right. So, Mami Misao, movement for change, you know. Then more free when they more United Party quickly.
The crowd will say, Ola Lantemante or contest election 2024 no. As an independent candidate or content grow. Now content grow so
FM
say a cool better wechi na ma would do no akototi. I know enemy far some movement, you know, a buy movement na the political party. Na a cool be as a political group here. No mufi say almost Ola Lantemante. No, Jantuah Barima as independent candidate in 2024. Let's say, time I movement and after time I will free MPP in September. No, not to get a political party license between September of 2023 and December 7th. No, not there yet. Okaso Okupu by the time I will have provisional license and the substantive license. No. Now, and the electoral commission was starting aggregate candidates for presidential elections. And you can say the easy route and also the shortest route, you know, and there's also the course independent candidates. And then to the man course, and right from September of 2023, no, you are near about to say, yeah, that's the political party. They were not ready to change that, yeah, man. If you are election, you do make the answer. Yabaya Yankata some any electoral commission. And then Yamincha the 3rd of October 2025 electoral commission for the Yankata for all my alliances. Yes, you ain't to be Van Kane Ghana for you pound to ma and then we are United Party Ababidra Amen Kenyan Esi Ghana for the
Adia baako a metie ase no omo joining movement for change from NPP for omo joining movement for change no dodo na akere say we there a movement it will be create me describe no ho say we elephant butterfly as no di Alan echi ene ya mo akoye no political party United Party munyi ni say ebe affect mo membership ana mo ahwehwe ase ehu say it will bring a different fortune.
If you can know you will be seeing an pay, and they can't show any part of the war. Our backup party in one. The M crash me. Esan say time and a movement, you know. You part to do another person, no move is a political party. And you part to do another person contesting on the ticket of the movement as parliamentary candidates in across the country, you know. No become. But when it is said, who contest as an independent candidate, would you mean ya?
KuroYiMuNsem.
The only avenue who bet me among of what's contesting as parliamentary candidates and it's all very political parties. Kiwero abokwaya to na agogwa ya mania 2028 in Kenya this year.
Wow. They say more plans saying across the country because as a political party there are so many demands more offices across the country, constituencies, any other day. Plan not to say.
Every now goes to December, no, we be your offices in all the constituencies in this country. We be your police station, you're from cell leaders. We be your cell leaders. We be your constituency executives. We be your in fact, the original interim executives card here, Asante with the original interim executives all the 60 regions, the original interim executives but the police station or the cell leaders, you know, across the 42,000 or so police stations, you know, we be your constituency executives. Now in 2028, you know, what's up with your parliamentary candidates? And the other idea about this show, you have your offices across the 276 constituencies. You have the executives now in place, and then we begin to explain our policies to the masses at the base. A form one in here, yes, sir.
Right. So far, Ocean Movement for Change as a movement, membership, no, so far estimatedly, saying.
United Party once more.
May can't compare your improvement from the United Party. Movement is here as we speak, you know. More membership and the movement in the saying.
Huge. So huge. But your party are incredible. To the roof.
Enreyano.
They said, yeah, I want to say. A sentimentum. You didn't go more a sentimentum. And you part of what a fresh or what or more dying. Or was it more no official, more tobacco official, more barcos work. But the mamma, more vampire officers in a bit.
Wow.
Nipa Erbano. The brother Kai Warm or UP days from Oba. So say a UP plus. Ya for papa na na UP gathering. Ana ya share them so. Ya tibia home anya ye hu kwaya na fa so sia no or how home anya the account when you UP plus. And the response rate, you know, massive.
I see. Wow. Solo you better say no pay. Because we are near the training and the United Party from Movement for Change to United Party. Solomon Owusu, Director of Communication for the party, and they were in Semo to Janti Alan Kwajucha Martin and a UP party, no United Party, and one more form. Nana,
before done, breaking news to be a eba. We are getting the feed say idea simranti be atam sekaya omuchuchan crowfood.
Hey, right now.
Intimiso police food here. Eno na ye insaka. Inti police for muti we the tech police station. Mona mo ben idea se. Inti esrema monko confirm say e true a. Inti ebesremo tech police station for any the nearest police security forces no ye best mo de nya ne se ideas wono de ekoso ne se mrantie bi itimpacho monko na monko confirm na etisa na mon stopping in 10 whatever it is central police phone so etie ye studio ye nyanko ho but obi na afre ama ye update say ideas also the students were nti say mrantie krono mu yese wan hwe ya say you true a ebeko akofanse ma ba nti misrama tech police mutie mi na central police command it and national security tapsoba yebesramo mon confirm e wa idea so say a true and I'm stopping before it gets out of hand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nana, so Alan Party Aba.
Okay.
United Party.
Honorable Abdul Mahama Kabir one say the say almost say Sam George minority for say Sam George I say you need to me too much at the year the ope
right
because we force say MTN phone sponsor homo war to the be no here no man ti say onya de oye no eno na
okay, Honorable Abdul Mahama Kabiru Tia, Wale MP, and of course, member of the Communications and Information Committee in Parliament. Mamenini Enin Komon Fawe. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Honorable Pumuya, dear. Information I can say Sam George Air Force MTN to sponsor Homo. Honorable, who committee in so? Edia Nekoso.
Well, so, network at English,
Fafra Maye.
Very forces. Mr. Sam George. Your communication minister. As minister responsible for communication, we think that he's supposed to run the office in a manner that is consistent with the Constitution of Ghana. But what the minister is doing now is basically taking the law into his own hand and behaving as if there are no laws in Ghana. For instance, you cannot just get up and decide to say Airtel Tigo, now called 80, is going to be given to Telecel. And you are doing it at the time that you are directing Telecel to sponsor your programs in your constituency. That is clearly a conflict of interest. You cannot be doing that at the time that Telecel is being made to sponsor government programs, i.e. Mahama Care. That is not right. And we think that we have to call the minister to order and to defend the national asset from being, sold or given away at no cost by a government that is supposed to be protecting state resources.
Honorable Kase giving away at no cost. Now, because it's like almost without abiding film. Is that what you want to say?
Exactly.
Are they?
Because 100% government company. Government of Ghana now 100% or 80. So if you want to give such a company, you have to sit down and structure the shareholding. Even if you want to sell it off, we must know how much you have valued it, and that I'm trying to sell it. This is the amount that's going to come to the good people of Ghana. But Sam George hasn't done that. But the interesting thing is that some investors have found 80 to be viable company, that if they put their money into it, 80 can be a successful business in Ghana. And therefore, they decided to offer government of Ghana $150 million. And this $150 million would be increased to $1 billion in 5 years. This is what AT needs to be able to improve their services and to compete with Telecel and MTN. Why will you abandon that and say that I'm going to give the customers of Telecel, AT to Telecel? You are basically, they are not paying for nothing. And the minister's action has actually caused 87 million Ghana cedi in 1 month alone. And we think that it's not proper. It is not right. And it is a minister not thinking about the interests of Ghana when they take decisions, but what they stand to gain at the expense of the Ghanaian people.
It's time to be corrected, but then me believe we say no man before it goes on. As a pass it through Parliament, maybe the committee will have a briefing near the yes sir, and I buy na more intimian standing on your tools to stop that process.
That is how it's supposed to be. But the minister went ahead and signed MOU with Rector as far back in June without the knowledge of Parliament, without the knowledge of the committee. Okay, we only heard about it in the news when Africa Rector announced it in the Canadian Stock Exchange that they have taken some 60% interest in 80. Yet we still didn't talk. We kept quiet because we felt like this was in line with the roadmap that the previous government had embarked. But even though we had issue to the fact that it didn't come to Parliament, then all of a sudden you are saying, "Oh, I'm not going with Rector again. I'm going to give the company and ask the customers of 80 to now be with Telecel." And again, you did not inform the committee. You did not inform Parliament. At what point does the minister think that he has to come to Parliament? As soon as you nurture the intention, that is the time you come for us to advise whether it is even okay or not before you even go to discuss the terms. You don't go and then conclude transaction and come and inform Parliament. Parliament is not supposed to receive information. We are supposed to approve the transaction. So you don't say we should sit down until you conclude and bring us this into. We are not a rubber stamp. And I think that I am clear in my mind that if they should go ahead to engage Telecel without parliamentary approval, the next MPP government is going to terminate such an agreement. And Telecel will be engaging in this transaction at their own expense.
Why are we going to sit down for the next MPP government to come and do that, whilst Parliament has powers to, handle this situation and correct the wrongs?
Because I'm also mindful of the fact that if it is the government decision, they can whip their majority in Parliament to go on with the transaction.
Okay.
We are picking the conscience of Parliament. And we are supposed to hold accountable the executive. But in the event the majority side of the House becomes complicit in this transaction, then we can only hope that if all parliamentary advocacy tools fail, we would abrogate such a contract, we would terminate such a contract, should we have the opportunity.
Okay. Honorable, finally on the Homo, I think you have issues with that. What is it about from the side of Sam George?
Homo has been in this country. We have been celebrating Homo in the Ningu compound constituency. Never has Telecel expressed any interest in going to support it. But at the time that just the week that the minister mentioned that is giving AT to Telecel, you find them in Ningo Proper supporting and financing the Homo Festival, at which event the minister himself was present. We feel like that is clearly a conflict of interest situation. We also feel that the minister is using his position to direct MTN and other telecommunication companies to support his foundation, the Zata Foundation. We think it is all right. And these are the issues we think that the minister is doing, that is not helping and that is not projecting the office as an independent, credible, and then corrupt-free institution.
Is the minority going to hold him before Parliament?
Of course, we are demanding answers, and more than almost 48 hours after the pressure, we've not heard anything from the minister. It is only Telecel that has come to respond, which has even raised more questions. And we shall be following up with more questions, and I'm sure they'll be having a lot of explanation to do in the coming days. But once the minister fails or refuses to respond, we will use all parliamentary tools to get the answers that we deserve.
Honorable Abdul Mahama Kabiru, thank you very much for having time with us.
Thank you very much.
Right, we for Abdul Mahama Kabiru Tia Walawale MP or sounds you part of the Information and Communication Committee in Parliament. And then the train come so much say Dom Kumani say Kwaya Sam George Faso exercise in the 2 minutes. One more any ho cry and she no more encomo and yakwa aqua kuku dino at the abano. Guys say Absa Bank, your story matters with Absa. But more than any Jumanes Kasem to Yina Bibia Enku ye pa top tier. And so the Okamanon Wakusia, the top tier study abroad consult. Almost ACT GRE classes no nyina ekoso almost 2 persons already 2 kwan and so we try more kwanya mount me 2 kwan bi na one more eche na broche akọno to be simple cry UK USA Canada Spain France Germany Malta Australia and South Korea one more be kwan so nkoso cry visa ho nsensem nyina ma nya wo dadwene san so wo na abini wo mo betumi aboa Kumasi wo makumo Bank of Africa for 0260 411 847 0260 411 847 and crime Medina Polyclinic and share anymore 0203 592 008 Takrade NK City Night Club Fijar Road in Channel 0598 007852 Adansi Rural Bank also current account savings account susu account ni nyina bebiebe na wo sa ma besia hodo ni nyina bi donkek obehu omo emrom atonsu kase asanwase adjusu kotwi enso obehu omo na afi watumi akoye transactions ni nyina 0577 361 439 0577 361 439 kaise victory assured publications the calculator number we a scientific one more edema blue pink white ash color ni nyina obinya bi na wo sa ma victory assured calculator book ni bi na watumi de adijuma pa oben CCC sorry na Royal Foam Company no enche honomo 0245 na or the 967 asoso 0245 967 kaise cowbell enoa ene milk no FDA agiatum ye super premium no ewo ho sanso na vital rich no so ewo ho ISOC mining and engineering training school welding fabrication occupational health and safety ni nyina wo do be fam kwanso nkoso kra equipment safety certificate no be ma BMVTI certificate driving license ni nyina obenya bi na wo mo trade adwada kusi fiada oboase zongo high sense dynamo no mo so ewo 0539732766 wono mo ebeje so pa na bibia atumi akoye abusua yenni enkomo kakra yenni nkomo kakra na won nsem a yaboboso ni nyina wonso ebia owo bibi ka wo ho de na wadwene ye efa kata se dream kankan wasem a yaka from tete ene de wuhu information a ye de atodwa a kire de ekoso o man sika ye hwere ene ade no ye yanso in our own small way ye corrupt teacher for police for no ma bebre de na ye ne yatimi asavage ye ho from sa situation we san say ayekutwa eda ye ho and of course manso enkomo a ye di ye ene communications once and 70 0322083581 83582 83583 0322083581 83582 83583 ni entwetwe nkomo hello
Aqua chef.
Mejo usu ominia.
I am Hamza. We can film room.
All right, Hamza, it's you.
Yamisha Aqua Yamisha na Galamsa Semidie. Oze Aqua no Ubusaro. Yes, you. Wasi ai bia ye ro ga kra na. Ye ni so bia kra. No Ubusa se bia de. Wasi koli. The Galamsa na ono msa na be kana ni. What's minka? What's minka? Esa onde ko kansa Galamsa ya wata Galamsa na wamfanyisi ni nya wasa mu nya na wo ka kwati mi yana. Nti wode ne bodu mi aja. Ye ka twa mu na nse. Ebe misi na no akwabi a o Galamsa ba ni ka wa nse. Omo no botiku. Aso wato ni Galamsa be mu die wu na botiku no mo no kuru mu wono. Anso wato mo ka tire me no. O we no adire be na woni tiri. Nti e ka tire mbanyi for nse Galamsa ni die. All
right, Omojo. So, hello. Hello,
Kuka.
Minia.
Uni akitua Idrisini to Parliament of Wasi.
Right, Idrisi NTOA.
Amen, sure.
Amen.
Kuka, I mean, tell no producers. I only say media monitors, a patron, a papa, Dr. Samuel Sapon, number China, a Benny, you know, a war jobbing. And now I was someone I want so or was it. Welcome with the was here. The American say, a corruption. Nadia Ghana had a Zeminu say, I can say, and ye, you quit ya. So, but the Indian can say, oh, I buy any. Na say the enyi ya ko jo okay asama ma ya na de committee chairman ya wo bi se no ono de oye kolikoli ono de oye na no duane na mum obi a obe mining de ono de oye ya mpene ma na ye so it is the woman corruption de woman de wogie ya fa se nyina ya boni o it is ya jaya o man de beje but ya nya na se ya gbe so abana na nya se me se na no ye na hima mo ye na yi na na him for any abrafo di nhihia to ho no so say kokwa obi ade super pro obi anu o tumi boso na ye den na se galam se de ene ye fama aban na aban enkwa na enko any ko say ka ho dia e ba sa de enye yi me da se
men so me da se hello me
good morning
me joso
but to show you when
all right ain't you
that's what I'm saying
adom
Yankupon Shroud, on your Kesefan.
Amen.
Before Consultia, Dr. Bright Campbell, BD28, and a Chairman Patrick, MPP Media Petrol City, and the Kuda Center. Over. I say, you can't some a media. We see Galam said here, or my penny want to get a fan. I didn't hear you can create a move because it's minor people, minor. You have 4 million people. No mama be kum out of 32 million. Me you 4 million, I get it 28 million. No more kum here. Because of scam omuji and then you see about what into Kugalam say, but I go for the time you know what Kugalam say. Only the state of emergency or we will so no. What the first gentleman of the state? I know he first gentleman. And then woman could campaign on a benefit and make you see about him to Galam say. You can create because who can create and a corruption. All say civil servants, you know, only corrupt exchange politicians. So here, public accounts committee. Disabled Sika, they are two of one discount. Public accounts committee, disabled Sika. Who could have said, only a major wife.
CP, hello.
I'll
Minia.
I'm going to be
right, I'm going to you.
Many say with your home and I'm in now. I'm in China, not to do down to Hawaii. Tiago, Mamma.
Ojoso, Otio.
I'm in here, Dr. Brandon Campon, JS Cooker. I'm here, Mamma, or Commission, I'm in Chomba. Papa, you write John Dramani, Mamma, Ghana, Mantanini, as well fighting Galamsi, Opian or Babuano. 18 years do a mine, a couturement in Yina, men, and no Catayana, me, free Majuma Makonda. So I got the agency at the year. And I mean, I say, Rebecca, you know, and Jeffy Tamino, not winning, sir, as you know, I fighting another day, a year good another down to Kukwado, this or Hongkwa, as I was fighting. Who got the idea to Abamawa? Would the 3 months and have a problem and I come for a mouth that lets him stand for 3 months and no stop. All that I'm saying, then can swear to young person, so then India. What do you mean, Nadiano? And I name this for bar. Now I'm more to them book for all that or more communicators on bomb over the bar. Who bear a Stremisha? Oh, and I'm more to them book for open fighting, I'm saying. Oh, by dear, Ghana boy at where I run. And I'm collecting that, you know, my out of who. Uvesi kape yunu koda biya kwa na ya kandoja ya kokoti. Dombe nyaji wa wuna moya no. When the table ne Kenya. You will see power. That's in my crowd.
All right, Danke. Thank you very much. Next caller. Hello. Oh, quite unfortunate. Hello.
Hello.
Mini Abedi.
Maybe I'm not who bet my friend D. Chopo. Maybe I'm not for not to check it.
Okay.
I'll be a one.
Into
Minia, Ghana. Maybe you better say a Ghana cry. And you do or man as you need the beer do or man ever. Just so my young Cataya my own. In your power, what ye dear Mayan. Ye can make ye and penny for in a year. And ye say yes, you. And ye see a backrange you. na you two oil crowd of Ghana and she a crowd oil. And you bet me a scalp of cleanse you because we sorry I no pay. So make my news you said the whole day now 1 week. Abrabian and Kamano. But in the do 1 week now that court man news you are me. And the impending one more green that for one night woman did that for Abro. So come across where I am me. O be a baby we are mine. It's answer you will be a big dinner. And Mumwa, Namontua Bama or Nabo Canada Pong. Nancy Niba for pay. That's it.
All right, thank you. Hello. 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 Right. Hello. Odina Scholar. Hello. What's happening?
Hello.
I
didn't say income of your water more.
And counts we must.
Papa, I thought about some and somehow. And some Papa Mestre. Galamse, dear. Yes, it's me, Brand or Nakamino, my penny, Kranaka, imagine. Oh, Lance is so. Only bio. I had to good 1 year. So more of young Congo. When we are him for no one. I must know what my one lances over to come on our mini beer. We are quite just much to her. About to be one lances. What did I say? Macola, no. Or lances. No, they are cover. And just now, let your omen to you. Let's say some Kayam Banagalam says, get the whole this year. Then you'll be our woman. I yes, I wish I yes, I Sana. The Bama Koya, your mom crying. And this is Papa. Opa say, and Shenya, Unya, and I said the Kapata, Yansa singing up condemn. I didn't have Coco. Sabakapata Galamsa to Assasua. What you can say about who? Asasura. And somebody said, Sabbath, Papa, and Michelle Yansa singing up condemn. No. The same Colonco school. Oh, not sorry, Galamsa. I can't 12 years. What did Galamsa say? I didn't know Papa and somehow.
And somehow, my main for last 3 calls. Now, main fancy. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right, Mini, I
I'm for Ghana for you.
Oh, do you?
I did hear more Ghana for Mr. And somewhere in Yaka. Saying now, young Kabuno. To me, be a ah, okay. When I start to come for Kaya, saying, President Bia was going to say, I feel for ah, what be a war tells you. And the party of the would draw so. Papa therefore, will be a war tells you, be a Jabon. Wait, when you want to get more far. I'll pay you any other. I could want more, be a sort of society, finance minister. That's a point that I will say, what you're not to me one war. And you put what only hand and come put me to a mama or what is sensual? That boy is a problem. And I'll be getting them on our cousin. We'll see, corruption, no. I'm not more about what you show. It's that. Oh, check up 1 year. I'm not going to tell
and she ran.
I am fighting. The baby, I could want that you get the tower. Yeah, could I have who I am could get 3 back in radius to show. Why not one? I didn't
That's it. All right, last 2 calls. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mini Abeni.
I'm Pachu Yakumani.
Peja Oneka Kramae.
Pachu Yakumani.
Yakuma. Of refrain.
Pachu free Asenia.
All right, ain't you?
Pachu, corruption and personal capital.
Right.
What's a corruption is that I pay for CEO for as you know. Money the phone or that a human unknown dear. So young Chini and check you on Mupa dear. Corruption is the 8 churchman. And now, me chat that I'm still so I'm saying, made a make a million pounds and Garancino. In Kachana for no movie, young Pomo, and yet I'm so quite Duma won't mind, or much my beef from Duma. It was to go my mom with my Garancino pump channel for them through. Yeah, I'll move for answer Munano in the shed breed, a 2 big chat.
Right, thank you very much. Right, last caller, hello. Last caller, hello.
Hello, Grandma.
Oh, Mini, ona your catchy.
Last caller, no Dian, Papa. Robert, because of the coaching class, and you both had to get another prayer.
Right.
I hope I'm a kind of Jantuah. I started a post for you. MTT for ya na mojeje kwa ha mojeje case na moja yana
yeguso
na me also withdraw enyema ayinfi no mo ho I was nka ho de nka double roader nka cars ni gina so a da be cho se kwa na ko ana me bwa ana mutu ka ko na wo gina ho ma bo pa le ho a mo jiji ska ho bia
wow
enyinem ene wo de ko bofodo ho no ya pese trade e ko mo ho no mo ko na bo pa le ho a omo de bia wa na mo jiji ska nda ko cars no go bebra ya jo musica na wa register ni na register nya go bidigidi ha things kana me adeba kwa yana ha me ne se mutati program bi se na asa mutu ma dum sana na magana ko so wada wurma ya ko che
ye ntu mu no hu se Ghana nsem no dɔɔso ebi ni se ne ye ba ye wote man so de no e na ye ka corruption so ho asemi enti no ma no dɔɔso bebre enti no ne bremu no ye de bi ba enti mo so mo de ba se be so so ate se de wabobɔ din ba bi o mo wɔ ne ade ni nyina ade apenti ne ma mo kwan ma mo so ba mu no na mo de ade nkyere na be bɔ
ko ba tia se ba we de an period mo gina ho gidigidi na aya ba ko adaba ko ha din se enje region minister any came boss o mo o ana me ba na de no no sa ni ma no mutu wala mo what ya say ya do ba ne obeti ko nya so nya ka say black sancho region ba ka sancho region sa nya meni nya so ma don to say pare san ko ju sa nya meni nya mo na uti moto na tuka no ke jira ka ji driver sister ye do yin ba ne abeki di sa nya meni nya mutu wala mo na kana fo ye nya ye mo to me da say
menzo me da CP. All right, Insha 104.5. Ma mene aluta eni enkomo kakra. Nyame ya adoma. Ochna vetenenka. Me is what nenka pay. Aluta.
Boss.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bibia boko de.
Nyame tiase. Oni ye dini patchona nzo e.
Adom ne mpa boye ho ye pa. Ebusia aluta abeka ye ho team ne ho na last time na kwadwo Jantuah ene ne twetwe nkomo ha and he said a lot about himself and ekene nyame adoma aluta ebe ye adwuma ede ne ye expect on the show kukurentume
bibia ye nyame asem ye hwe ne nyame be on se yankasa de yentumi nye bibia me bae no mahu se a team na mode ye adwuma wa ha the we share experience na kwadwo Jantuah yourself any team ni nyina ma ho keka mo wa me ogidi se sa unity no a ewo ha no se na emosi ageme se onua prekope no sa unity no a na ebeto so ti nyina ye collaboration ye ne listeners collaboration ye ne nipa so human resource e benyo mo program no so I want to believe say nyina ka bo mi ya your mind your best your sumujuma so it is not necessarily about me but it's about saying you but together to help us the kankai away society no you bet me to us here maybe feel that opportunity be obenya we ase bia no ya kwanya ese wo de kire wani so eso e wo nkwane ahode nyame de ama wo ne toso mi no ese wo de buo nipa ne toso mi ensa de na wo ye na ese eso ba mfaso mo bia ye kuko radio school ma ye tia se journalism I am amforce you what they educate what they inform and how they entertain but me believe just it is basically about education because obi ka bibi near be entertaining no mo bi nso be fu the entertainment aspect of it and is only a byproduct and it depends on that person and the better say we entertain and answer but I want to believe that with this team Mashiano and the support I be senior Israel from a carving nature be amane ho no all that we can do is at least to maintain the standard but not to bring it down
aluta I don't know formally now way
adwuma de yaye bia ma adwuma wo Moonlight FM ma adwuma wo Service Radio ma adwuma wo Space FM ba kumase kakra for brief adiebi with Metro that time the Nanzebe meet sports I heard of Ayala the guy said that those times when they share Metro now ne Franco Nero no man some people for a very brief idea but you could break kakra and at this time they first real launching career on there so I'm happy to be here I want to believe that you support me I want to believe that Nana Jantuah have an opportunity to tap into his experience
he's always ready aluta ena otene kanonti nyame adoma ochra he will be on the show kukurentu mejumedie no ma bibia etumi akoso nti Right, everything come over here.
Boss, me that's it. Thank you.
All right, in show 104.5. As dan come team ni nyina support e redu media brabasha no so say Uniat egusu a wono mo ma wo adekere Uniat say eba network and cyber security engineering a wono mo de obefam pa computer basics and office administration, CCTV installation and management, data analytics, online business and e-commerce, eba software engineering, computer hardware and mobile phone technician, wono better artificial intelligence, AI mastery no on the AI and also other computer courses ni na no Uniat edu obefam a fully practical one hands-on na said ye city ne ye no omo accredited intifu ani chim na Uniat entity omo osusu so bar stop tech road ya so 0555 383848 0555 383848 kai se peske dia bruchiri abagana tie ba yade ahodo na koma yade no mu diabetes asichire yade no ne wo ye mre wo mpam ni ade nyina no a wono beboa pa na mu yade ahodo ni nyina wono beboa na bibia atumi akoye pa asma no mu ne obremu hawo ni yade nyina no wono beboa from 0557 738 555 0557 738 555 and Cry La Pass, Yamiche Junction, Ghana Water Company in Incheon, Kumasi Bantema, Obeji Runabout, Medilab, Echi Honomoa, Ube Home, Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Pafie, was under air conditions, CCTV cameras, Nibi Pioso, near TNSA, Womoben, Ejaba Jewelry, Kumasi, Challenge Bookshop, Kumasi, in Chen, Oben, Old Malcolm, Adum, Nenchen Honomoa, Kufor Clinic in Sharing Kumasi, a new KJT Dubai, Marketi, Ube Humo Hopa, Fred Franco was 0245 316969. 0245316969. Franco Sanso Ewo and the website www.francotrading.com. And also be to me Ashen Semina Ewo Hodomo Lazli deodorant spray in body splash no but more than they used to be. Edusham de Mema de Storm Round Wide Legend and my obsession instant crash bedmozo temptation near money memena Kumasi Prudential Plaza and Trading first floor Mrs. Anoche Plaza 0240152204. Kai say blueprint DNA and now almost ye DNA papa no de amawo na ni nyina ne se ebia na abofra no hu se nya wo ba wo hwe no ma bia nhyɛ da nko ya ko ye DNA no nya no nko a ya de ahodo we wabusuam genetics ni nyina wo metumi ara ne de ama 0547 113957 0547 113957 na blueprint DNA wono beje so pa bomba store e de wutu kwa kwa ma no ni USA UK Canada Europe baby bia peso oko bia no odo wani echiremu mo akachi a wo be di visa no nsensem nyina hu dwumadi ama eija kumase obe Victory Baptist Church Tech Junction 0531 085235 0531 085235 kai se eye awasa no eno nso bomba store de brew pa unse global opportunities de ma no nyagro wono mo a de di hu dwuma Flora Kids enkwada no o de ball mo diaper no eye papa echinsuo na bibia nso ekoyie 0243 033 033 yɛde nyina besi agudie mu apamfo ebeto aso asedan kɔma team no nana kwadwo Jantuah wotene nka elia wo fia obeboa kwanson koso kra as a team no yebesom wo diska kwa branch Jeff Aboaje Aluta and of course the rest of the team asida enkoma mo nyame adoma ochina kukurantumi eto aso ye friend Barima Kofi Dawson utimi frame akokwa yakra